Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Hey, what's going on, gang? Let me go ahead and do my thing, man. Bars? That was unintentional, man. We got, whoa. Boy, do we have a show. Now, that was a bar for you, that ass. Man. Yo, what is in the air? Let me know. What the fuck? Man, I swear, dog, imagine if you open the door and you see this, what would you do? Holy shit, that's crazy. DJ Random, what's good? Random said, man, it is up and it's up. Cooking? Is that what that means? AJ Wise, what's good? Gas Mask, what's good? DNA, what's good? Sarah, hey, what's going on, ma? I love the content that you're dropping. I really do appreciate it. You put me front and face and center, and I'm gonna do my live reaction, then I'm gonna chop it up, you feel me? So make sure that y'all, if y'all ain't following Sarah2ill, make sure that y'all do, man. I always want to give props to the content creators, you know what I'm saying? This is about to be the blackest damn show ever. It's about to be the blackest show ever, man. Appreciate the feedback. Oh no, I'm just gonna sit back and watch and enjoy. You got like 45 minutes of shit. What's good? The real Graham, what's good? C Sutton, what's up? William Oates, man, you in the right place. I tell you that. Real Producer X, what's good? Is that an MPC X in your avatar thingy, PFP? Neo Lo-Fi, what's good? I see old school up in this thing too, new school up in this thing. Yeah. 3.0, bro. 3 new problems, eh? I got 99 problems, 3.0 ain't one, or 3.1. I don't know, man. I can't even talk right now. This is why I needed after moving to Tennessee. Merciless. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one, man. Everybody tell where y'all at? Where y'all at, man? Where y'all at? Willy Wonka, what's good? DJ Fork, was it? I don't know what it is. Beats, what's good though? Yeah, man. Cooking. This weather out here is beautiful. Finally, goddammit, get back to what we used to, goddamn. Man, I'm just saying, this weather was necessary. It was needed, bruh. San Antonio in the building. You got Columbus, Ohio in the building. NC in the building. Odessa. Woo! I love it. Midland, Odessa. Odessa is a beautiful place to be. Ain't too much going on, but it's enough. San Diego in this mug. Louisiana in this thing. Toronto in this thing. Hey. Oh, man. Toronto's been just catching hell, man. Y'all need to knock on this man Drake crib and be like, man, chill the fuck out. Well, he gone. He left. He left to go to Australia. Hey, Philly in this bitch. Bash, what's good? I ain't seen you in a while. He don't represent us as wild. Is that your way? Is that what y'all say? Y'all say they not like us. He said he don't represent us. Yo, 202, what up? Oh my God. Oh, that 61 is gone. That thing in Miami, bruh. Whoever got that shit in Miami is jamming out on that sumbitch because I accidentally left my hard drive in that sumbitch. I'm mad as fuck too. ATL always up in here, man. We always up in this thing. You feel me? Oh man. Yo. DR in this thing. That's why I like to see it. Not even about to sue the NFL though. That's crazy. Maryland in the house, DMV area. Hey, love it. I didn't even know you was out there in Maryland, 8 major keys. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Sasquatch was good though. Hopefully, I tuned down the stream, man. I'm not running no damn 4,000 kilobyte streams no more, dog. That shit just be looking it'd be too wild. Yeah, DMV, man. I love the DMV, man. For real, man. Big shout out to the 57 people up in here. Big shout out for the 8 likes, man. You know, I appreciate the likes. It does help the channel. I ain't gonna even hold you. So yeah, we got Arkansas in this thing. Yeah. There's somebody I want to drop off. Man, let me not even start talking like that. Cause someone just tried to spin the block on me, bruh. That's crazy. It's crazy. 2025 is making people spin the block on people. I hate you one more. I hate you so much right now. To hey big head. Ain't it crazy to say hey big head after a couple of years? That's wild. Man, let me hit this black, man, before we even get started, before I even get into the, bruh. Can't even get a, man, look, man, Plug done switched up on me, dog. It's crazy. Yeah, the ASRX, yeah, that's, oh, by the way, I'm selling that ASR X Pro in the back. I don't want to, I kind of want to keep it because, you know, it's my favorite color, but damn, please be warned, man. The ASR family is not as, it's not easy. It's not a cakewalk, but it's fun. It's fun, but it is not a cakewalk. And my ASR X Pro is maxed out. And I'm gonna sell it for way lower than what I got it for. I promise you that. So Lurk, what's good? Seattle open this thing, love it for us. But yeah, I'm gonna sell this thing though. I was cleaning it off and then I have the new OS. I'm just gonna give you the floppy disk, or whoever is the lucky person to get it. I'm gonna just give you the floppy disk. I'm gonna allow you to update it or whatever. The update will do, supposedly, allegedly, will have, this is one of my favorite beats too. San Fran in the building, man. What that weather like, man? What is the weather like out where y'all at, man? It's about 59 degrees right now at night. And love that. Steve Olson, what's good? What's good? Said it's warm. I know, bro. I was sick and tired of this shit. Bro, I was so sick and tired of the weather being so wild that I could not. Said how much? I'm thinking they normally go for, matter of fact, if we can find one, let's go, you know what I'm saying? Just take a little cruise. Might as well I was looking at Twitter again, cause you know I tweet shit out. This is crazy right here. Look at this shit, dog. Said, imagine you open the door and you see this. Well, what would you do? Nick, bruh, I would not do shit. I'm closing the door. I ain't playing with that. Dog, it's crazy. Look at this shit. Clearly, that motherfucker just looked like, nigga, I'm eating you. I'm eating you. Yeah, you know, people be playing on Twitter and shit. And look at his hands too, so he clearly be messing around with that. It's probably like a cub or some shit. I don't know the proper term for it. Said 40 degrees there. Is you getting rain tomorrow? Shit, for real. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Negative 15 degrees, man, you cap, dog. Ain't no way. You still have the CD-ROM disc that came with your ASR X? No, mine didn't come with no CDR. But what we're gonna do though, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up eBay. Let's see how much they go for. I promise you I ain't gonna sell it for a wild ass price though. Yeah, I ain't gonna sell it for no wild ass price. Let's see, ASR X Pro. These are rare as hell too. The red one is extremely rare. You see this? You see this price? Holy, 1,400 maxed. I think mine has the. I might be missing the outs. I don't know. Let's see. Damn, this bitch is heavy too. Yeah, I'm missing the outs on the back. So, you know, it wouldn't be the dealest of deals, but it would definitely be. Yeah, bro. Because this shit is rare, dog. But see, the thing, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I have that disc right here. I think I have this disc too. Yeah, I have this disc, and then I have the Pro disc. So y'all can upgrade to a 3.04. But I will tell you this about the thing about the ASR. If you ever gonna get one, and if it ain't mine, y'all don't get lucky and y'all don't get mine or whatever off of eBay. The encoders are not very accurate. That's always been an issue with the ASR series, period. Like, that's always been a thing. So it's not like mine is broken. It's just, you can look up YouTube videos and if someone's being dead ass honest, they'll tell you that. And I'm not the type of person that's gonna sell something and not tell people, you know what I'm saying? It has like a slight dent on the bottom left side, like, but everything from the top down looks very good. But yeah, you mess with them encoders, man, you gotta be very careful. You gotta do like, like that, slow. But in terms of sampling though, and processing sounds, oh God, second to none. It's probably one of the few drum samplers to this very day that comes fully loaded with a whole bunch of effects. That's just one thing about Creative Labs, you know, about that brand. If you had the Sound Blaster card or whatever, you had a crap ton of built-in effects and stuff like that to play around. That was like one of my first sound cards before audio interfaces became a thing. So you get a crap ton of dope DSP sounds. Chopping on it's not hard or whatnot. If it isn't fully maxed out, then you will be sampling just a little bit. I believe the one that, by the way, I might as well just pull him up. Big shout outs to Don Cannon, because you know Don Cannon, he is like the poster child of the ASR. You know, we had a discussion about that. I'm thinking I'm gonna pull up me and MG's content, and then I'll splice that up. You feel me? Because I think that would make total sense. So ASR, SAR Pro. Let's see if it'll pull up just that. And there goes my shit. my beat making stream. That was rough. Don Cannon. I'm gonna type in Don Cannon. Heed, what's going on? Said, where the fuck is the time signatures? Was that you that emailed me? Dawg, it's just, they're not on there. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. That's like the Grand Marquee outside of the MPC software and all that shit. Come on, man. I know Don Cannon, he had a cook up with it. Anyways, doesn't matter. And it's the rare red one. So I'm thinking about selling it. By the way, I'm not gonna escape over that, but I'm thinking of selling it about for maybe $500 to $600, maybe $500 to $600, a classic piece or whatever. And then, you know, I'll take an offer. If y'all try to lowball me and say $200, you just ain't gonna get shit. I'm just gonna decline it. I'm not entertaining anything that is way percentage off. You can KMA. KMA stands for Kiss My Ass. Still want an old Core Kronos? Okay. Big Steve Olsen in this thing. No aim in this bitch. What's happening? Hey. Hey. Where's my crowd shit? Okay, there you go. Hey, 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 that's my bitch. Hey, 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 that's my bitch. Big shout out, Kendrick. Yeah, Destructo said, what about $2.50? I'll throw that in, thank you. Hey, real talk, Destructo, do you even have an ANS? I promise you I can talk. I promise you I can talk.
No. We'll do it live, fuck it.
Do you even have an ASR X Pro? I'm curious, Destructo, because you gonna look. Said the Force gone? No, the Force is still in the living room. I need a plug for it. So I'm probably gonna take like one of my MPC plugs and just buy a plug off of eBay or whatever, and then just send my plug with the pack. Well, now I got one box left. I got one box for one big thing left, and I gotta wait. I probably gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? Because this is crazy. That man laughing. Yeah, that ASR X Pro, I promise you, as soon as I put that bitch up for that price, it's gone. So someone's gonna make a YouTube video like, damn, McRee was right. It is ass, but at the same time, it's fire. It's ass, but it's fire. It is. Yeah. It's not a hard machine to use either. It didn't take me long to make a beat on it. Everybody is complaining about the MPC 3.0, but when the updates wasn't happening, they complained about that. Yeah, that's usually the take. Say, yeah, you got ASR 10. I knew that. The ASR X got left at the studio a while back, and I forgot to get it, and now that place is closed. Damn, that sucks. Your shit on eBay. I feel stupid giving away my MPC 2000 XL for free back in 2010. Yeah, it be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes. Maybe that person is cooking it up something hard on that joint. You know what I mean? You know, it'd be like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the small shit out the way. You said it probably was on eBay? Hell yeah, they probably flipping that son bitch for like 1,000. Knowing you, it's probably fully loaded. Yeah, you can't make everybody happy. Some people just want shit to complain about, but you know, one thing I will say, and this is just a disclaimer, which I'm gonna run again. People are entitled to their opinions. It's their opinions, their perspective, and you know, I'm gonna respect that. You know, I could argue facts or whatever the case, but I'm not gonna argue people's perspectives and their opinions and their wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the content we're gonna view, which will be linked in the description boxes, I want every one of my fellow content creators to get the credit that they deserve if I'm gonna use their content as my content. You know what I'm saying? I could, at the very least, give them the credit so, you know, that we can grow. We need to get Sarah2ill to, you know, get her a plaque. You know what I'm saying? I would love for her to get her a YouTube plaque. I think she deserves it. So, you know, we're gonna watch her content. And I'm gonna keep this thing moving and grooving. I gotta move these shoulders, you know, because it's gonna be wild. And let's go ahead and do the housekeeping again. I do apologize for all the people I promise you, I have finished my MPC 3.0 Masterclass. I gotta edit it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the gym real early in the morning, work out, and then I'm gonna, you know, take a little nap, and then get up and edit the video or whatnot. I think it's only like an hour and some change anyway, so it shouldn't be so bad. Well, really, all the footage together is about 2 hours, but you know, I did a stutter and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm gonna clean it up and make it more professional, and you know, I got a new kind of setup or whatever, so I wanna make it good. But you know, I do have my MPC 1 3.0 stuff up, the Live 2 3.0 stuff up, and then I'm gonna tackle the MPC XSE, MPC X, so that everybody has that. Then I'm gonna move on back to the MPC Key 37 where I wanna make my beats. That's it. Well, I do wanna keep on making beats on the MPC X, man, cause that big ass screen and all that, yeah, that shit's my baby. That's my baby. My ex is probably gonna be in the room with me anyways for like Instagram and shit like that, you know? Am I gonna do any new videos on the SP404? No, I sold my SP404 Mark II. It's over. It's over. Someone got it. As soon as I put that son bitch on the website, because I have used gear here, and I think I might have to. Oh, let me get rid of that. That shit's gone, bro. That shit's gone. That shit's sold. Yeesh. So, but I do have used gear, or I did have used gear on here, and everybody bought it. And then the rest of the shit that was on eBay, they bought that shit like day 0. So that shit was gone. I didn't want to sell my SP404 Mark II. I just don't use it, and I thought it would be better if someone else was able to use it, you know, because they would appreciate it a little bit more, because it's more like every other drum sampler this day and age, and it's fully serviced and all that stuff, and you know, I didn't use it that much, so you know, I just want to do it. So as we listen to this remix of the what, Little Kim or some shit? Reverb is a good source for used gear in good condition. Says it's hard to choose. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I try to get rid of a lot of gear, man. It's no point. It's no point, Sarah. Like what? Like how many sampler? I had like every new sampler, and it's like I barely use every single last one of my MPCs, and I bet when I say barely use, I mean I use that exclusively. So why am I holding on to the Machine Plus? The Machine Plus is in a better place now. You know what I'm saying? That person is super happy because it came with expansions. And speaking of which, damn, I did not know that Native Instruments loaded me out with a ton of shit. They loaded me with a ton of shit. I went to check my native access, bruh, and I got damn near I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, did they make a mistake? They were like, man, please do some videos. I guess so. I'm gonna do some videos. Fuck it. Let me go ahead and, yeah. Yeah, if you ain't subscribed to Sarah, man, get it up, man. She makes very good content. She got some dope content that we're gonna go over today. And we're gonna have we're gonna have a hell of a show, dog. Like, I was looking at this shit like, bro, I gotta go live today, dog. Like, we gotta talk. You know what I'm saying? We need to talk. Yeah, I need to talk to my goddamn plug, man. What the fuck, dog? Like, I need, man. What you doing, dog? I know you watch. What you doing? I need that. Dog. Shit. See that? Gary Smith in the building. So you sold a lot of stuff last year? Hell yeah, man. Don't hold on to your gear. I started to make a video while I was selling shit just to show people how to sell shit. I think I still do it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's things that you want to look out for when you selling stuff. Then there's things that you want to look out for when you buy stuff too. You know, there's odds and ends to all this shit. Yeah, there's levels to it, because you can mess around and someone got something listed and then there should be some bullshit. You feel me? I've been there. Why that ASRX look so more? Shit look way more crispy than my shit. Or is it because he recorded with the iPhone or whomever? Big Chief, what's good? Hell yeah. Princess in Hebrew. Yeah, see what our family did there? See what our family did there? She gonna put on her leather gloves. So you keeping your ASR 10? Yeah, if you tapping in, Cannon, what's good? What's going on, bro? I ain't seen you in like ever. Yeah. Ugh. I gotta scratch my neck for this, boy. This is gonna be crazy. One more hit. You know, I don't wanna be smoking in the videos and shit like that. But as far as like warming up to the live stream, yeah. So you're never selling anything, you keep all your shit? You will when times get hard. Shit, times hard for me, so I had to let it go. Y'all think that I'm popping like that? I ain't popping shit. Last year, I barely even dropped videos. True enough, the videos I did drop blew the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But dog, at the same time, I ain't dropped. When you don't drop content, YouTube is a hustle, man. I don't like how they do us. You know what I'm saying? You can get the same amount of views when you really pop in and all this other stuff, and they still try to lower your money and shit, man. They be playing with us. Bro. Yeah. I mean, I try to keep it real. I try to keep it 1,000. I keep it a bean, bro. Altruwest, it's a treadmill. Altruwest, you looking for an ASR? It's going for the low. But yeah, this has been a wild day. Let's get started, man. Fuck all this shit. Let's get this shit started. We're gonna start with Altruwest, man. Hey, this man went live, so you know, pardon that. Let's go ahead and get the intro out the way. So, MPC 3.0 is out. Everybody can get it, I think. I don't know. Shoot, dude. All I know is they sent me a link to that thing, and I was ready to get rid of that damn beta, because, boy, I was not having a good time with that at all. And it made me go ghost on this mug. Y'all, look, I ain't gonna cap on this, dog. Look, I've learned a lot. But Altruwest, he's weighing in. Definitely a great content creator. If I agree or disagree with whatever he's saying, I don't care. I do want to say this. Make sure that y'all understand that the links will be in the description box and that you support him. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to support my fellow content creators, because without us creating content, man, what else will we be doing? And we're going to check him out right now. It's called MPC. It's called MPC 3.0 and the dollar scam. Boy, he came in with it, right? Let's go.
What's going on with y'all, family? J Myrex of Altruwest.com. Back once again. Hope all is well with y'all. Hope everybody's having a good week so far.
I is.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Got the damn 4,000 in the back.
As I mentioned, we do these
I need one of those
streams Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Central Time. So
okay then.
if you want to check it out and
Genelex in the back, I see
that's
you.
the time.
I want those too.
So 4 p.m.
I heard they are really good for beats.
Central Time.
You hit it,
Tuesdays
man.
and Thursdays.
Okay, let's get to the hoeing.
Yeah, man, we're gonna go to
Let's get to the hoeing, dog.
Hell no.
Hey, gang. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody on YouTube, if you're in the comment section, man, make sure that your voice is heard. Let's get it.
some new stuff in this one as well.
Speed them up. Speed them up. Yeah. Good point. We're gonna speed this up. All right. Yeah, this is a long one. I ain't gonna watch all of it, but I am gonna watch the latter part of it. I know Altruwest is in the building, so if he can let me know what the meat is, let me know.
Gird Up International Ministries was good with you, fam. One of my true sound creators. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you, fam. Directly to your boy on stream. So so we're gonna talk about it. I'm an addict guy. What's good with you, fam? Peace to you, fam.
Okay.
Appreciate you. But yeah, man. This is what we doing today, and y'all see the title. And you know,
we stand
I'm
on
gonna let
business.
it be known now. Some of y'all not gonna like me on this stream. You're not gonna like what I got to say. I'm gonna make some of y'all mad, and you're gonna hit dislike, and that's all right. You might as well hit dislike right now. I don't care.
Damn.
I really don't care. We're gonna talk about this topic. I think it's important, but I know it's always some haters out here, people that's just like, you always talking mess about this and that. Like, yep. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna try to keep it constructive. But we're gonna talk some real stuff.
Oh shit.
TJ Alexander was good with you, fam.
Oh shit.
MPC Gang 100. Word.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Get at Nard, one of my true sound creators, man. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm choosing violence today. I tend to be a peaceful individual, but yeah, I'm choosing violence today. We gotta talk about it. Gird Up International Ministries hitting you with that.
Where's the violence? Where's the violence, though?
That's what my true sound creators are able to do here. So make sure you keep it peaceful, man. Masada, what's good with you, fam? What's good with you, fam? Appreciate you for joining. Yak Diesel, one of my true sound creators.
All right, we're gonna get to it. This is shout outs.
As I mentioned earlier, we are trying something different on this one. So we do have an audio only chat and fan base.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we're gonna try to allow people to come up and speak directly on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying this, doing something new here. So if you don't already have the Fanbase app, I recommend that you go ahead and download the Fanbase app. And in the pin link in this chat here, I have posted a link to
we're gonna get to it.
some years now. Before it was called Dawless, we used to just be hardware producers. It was the whole divide, like, you a hardware producer or are you a software producer? And that used to be the whole divide amongst music producers. And I've always considered myself to be a hybrid producer. I never was like all hardware or all software. I always kind of used a little bit of both in various ways. And you guys have seen various definitely like different integrations that I've used over the years, whether it's the Logic templates or the machine or whatever it was that I was using. I always kind of had like a hybrid style. But within the past 6 years, I would say this whole conversation of DAWless came up. DAWless was a thing where it's like we're escaping the whole rigmarole of just being a DAW-based computer and everything, sounding the same because we have all the same stuff and everybody's using the same tools. And
I'm pretty sure he's about to get into the point of, like, with groove boxes in general, they're computers. So you're not getting away from computers. It's just that, they're just computers dedicated to only music, maybe. I'm just taking a guess, swinging. Let's see if it's a swing or a miss.
It's all this like, information and options overload that you get in the DAW because you have all these different things, and all this stuff is making us not as creative. Because remember when you used to be like all hardware and it was just like you would get creative because you had limited options and you was just just using what you can use at your disposal to like really make the music, and it was more creative, it was more inspired. Let's get back to that, and we're gonna call it DAWless. We've kind of been
that's what it is
in this mode for a while. People trying to find a DAWless setup.
How's the audio, gang?
To reclaim the whole creative workflow of being
chat. Let me know what the
limited.
audio's like.
And I've talked about on this channel so much, like limitations and creativity. I do agree. Like when you have limited options, you do tend to get more creative with things. But I think this whole DAWless conversation, this whole DAWless conversation has really muddied the water. It's really muddied the water. And now we have a situation where people are buying these standalone hardware devices to be DAWless only to now be back in the DAW.
Hmm.
I'm gonna stop right there for a second and I'm gonna let that breathe for a second. I'm gonna just say what's up to the folks in the chat. You said low audio?
Nah, the audio was good.
Let's see here.
Ain't gotta be blazing like my shit.
Nikkei Bar, what's going on with you, fam? Like I said, we got the fan base app going too. So if you want to join the fan base chat, come on board. Come on board. We on fan base as well. Just if you want to come in fan base, then you gotta stay off the YouTube one. But yeah, man, appreciate you.
I'm gonna skip just a little bit.
MPCs. I've never been an MPC hater, by the way. I'm gonna just let that be known. I've never been an MPC hater. You can see MPC 4000 behind me. I've always had MPCs. I got the MPC 4000, I got the MPC 1, I have an MPC XSE. Before that, I had other MPCs. I had the Renaissance and all that stuff. So I ain't never been an MPC hater. Definitely am an MPC fan. But
this is exactly when the hold is about to start. When you hear the but, here it comes.
Whole MPC versus DAW thing in the end, because where we're at now, where we are at now, I feel like we got scammed into going for this whole like standalone hardware thing to be more creative, to have this like traditional MPC workflow where you could like just focus on making the music and not focus on all these plugins and all these different options. And it's about having limited options and really testing your abilities and all that stuff, right? Now we have like, you know, we got standalone MPCs, and that wasn't enough. We said, no, doesn't do all the stuff I needed to do. Well, what are some of those things that you needed to do?
I agree.
That's the question, because MPCs have, you know, been capable of making music for quite some time. And we've been making MPCs, people been making hits on MPCs.
Groove boxes in general, like, I already know where this conversation is going, and we can say it's perspective or nah, because, you know, I don't want to argue someone's perspective, and I definitely don't want to take away from the conversation. But whatever he's saying, or all the things that he's saying, I agree with. Look, I was the first person, I'm one of the many people that be going, y'all already know I go hard. I go hard, I'm a fanboy and all this other stuff. In 2025, that's about to change. That's a fact. I'm not about to sit here and be this kind of a company guy or seem like I'm a part of this movement or whatever, and it's taken away from the people that actually got me here, and that's you guys. And truth be told, it wasn't necessary. I do enjoy the MPC plugins, trust me. There's a reason, there's a rhyme and a reason why it's there, and he's getting into that. Well, a lot of people have demanded that the standalone gear be, you know, a whole ass DAW setup and all this other stuff. And for the most part, I do like it. I do like where it's going. You know, there are things that have been sacrificed. One I'm gonna point out, because people have been writing me and they're like, dude, where's time signatures? I'm not feeling that that's gone. I'm not feeling that the clip mode is gone, because I use the clip mode for flipping different parts of like drum loops or drum breaks and stuff like that. And that was very useful in 2.0. I ain't gonna even hold you, dog. I'm not holding back. If he ain't holding back, I ain't holding back. And for what it's worth, he ain't said shit wrong. The same.
Since they came out. But all of a sudden, we get the MPC X and the live and all that stuff. It's not good enough. It's not doing what we need. We needed to do this. We needed to do that. We needed to do all these other things. Let alone, like, a lot of the stuff people was asking for had nothing to do with making it sound better, by the way.
Right. That's
a whole different topic, right? But wasn't about that, because nobody was saying, like, yes, it needs to sound like this and that. Nope. It was about, oh, the workflow. It's not working like this. It doesn't do that. Okay, great. So they added all that stuff. Still not enough.
Let's just keep it moving.
So here we are in 2025, and we got MPC 3.0. And MPC 3.0 looks like a DAW.
True.
I'm gonna let that breathe for a second. MPC 3.0 looks like a DAW. So now I have to ask the question, what did you guys really want out of this in the end? I don't get why there was such an exodus from the DAWs to go DAWless, to be more creative, just to now be back in a DAW.
I think the whole discourse, if that's the right word, it's just a lot of people have opinions. I think Akai, for the most part, looks to please everybody, because it has to please everybody, because we already know if they don't appease the younger users, then they won't have much of a user base in the future. That, I'm pretty sure he knows that. You know, this brother has worked with Native Instruments. It's all about the youth. And even though the youth doesn't really buy gear like that, it's people with the grays and stuff like that, like, you know, us, or people that are you know, mid-30s and stuff like that. What I've learned, though, from working with the youth in terms of, you know, because I use FL Studio or whatever, and if you haven't noticed, a lot of 3.0 stuff has FL Studio type shit in there. Granted that the piano roll, or I don't call it a piano roll, I call it the grid, because that's what it's been known for years. MIDI, I don't call MIDI files or whatever, MIDI files, I call them events, because that's how I grew up. And, you know, I try to teach people, you know, the basic etiquette of making beats in a groove box. And, you know, it's about the experience of that, and not kind of, and it's kind of a hard place to make people want to use it, because I think, you know, if you're going to be in FL Studio, you're going to be in FL Studio regardless. If you was in Ableton Live, you was going to be in Ableton Live regardless. You were going to be in Cubase, you're going to be in Cubase regardless. So that means that if you were going to use an MPC, you was going to use an MPC regardless. This is going to be a very hot take. I don't know. There's going to be some phone calls. I might get a phone call in the morning, and somebody might be mad at me, but, you know, I don't care, because I'm just saying it. I was happy the way 2.0 was at. I was happy with it. I was happy with it. I do like 3.0. It was jarring at first. I understand a lot of the changes, because with the being able to see the visual waveforms, that is just clutch. Some of the other changes, I do like the arranger. You know, I like it. I do. I do. And then I don't. I don't, because some things have changed to where it's not functioning in the same way as it did in 2.0. People have been boisterous about it. I just let it breathe. Just let them cook, because I'm a type of person like, look, man, it's in the process of it cooking, but now we're at the end game here, whereas at the final release, and yeah, I could live with it or without it. Trust me. I'm just saying. I'm gonna let my boy speak, man.
Now, I look at what MPC 3.0 offers. I understand from a Akai standpoint why they do it. Makes sense. They're trying to advance their platform. They're trying to move it forward. I get it. More power to them. But for me personally, the point of using the MPC is to have the MPC workflow. Okay. It's not about trying to emulate a DAW. I don't need a standalone DAW. When I look at the feature set, you know, you got an MPC now with MPC 3.0 that has things like track arming as a main feature now. Track arming, like a DAW, like when you click on the record track arm before you record, something that you really never had to do with a traditional MPC. That alone is a workflow killer for me. Like the fact that we now have track arm as a feature that we have to use as part of the MPC workflow is...
You don't have to use the track arming. You don't have to use that at all. You can set it on auto. I think by default it's set by auto. You don't necessarily have to go and use the arranger either, by the way. And that's kind of the thing that I was like, okay, fine, cool. You know, if you could still kind of go at it the same way. What really kind of just bothered me was the way that the track mutes changed. When the track, and yes, I get it. They have quote unquote the old way of doing it, but it's not really the old way of doing it, because with me, I notice things. I just like he noticed things, I've noticed things. I do not like the fact that I have to press automation so I can automate my track mutes. And the track mutes after the release are still a little wild. It's still a little wild. It's not as pinpoint accurate as it was in 2.15. That ain't cool. I ain't gonna even hold you. Look. But as far as like the natural workflow is still there to a certain extent. And I think it's that one little small change that that bothers a lot of people, and that could hinder. Granted, the arranger in itself is not bad. It's not bad. You know, I hear people's complaints about, you know, well, the screen is too small, man. Like, it's hard to see. And I do think that they need to streamline how again, when you look at a DAW, the DAW has distinctive lines in between the tracks so that you can see what track that you're working on. And yes, if you are using 3.0 and if you highlight a track, it makes itself distinctive, but it's still not as distinctive as a DAW, making it kind of a hot mess. And I agree, it could be quite confusing, but it kind of faded away after using it after a while. You know, with change comes complaints. You just can't stop people from complaining about, yeah, like, man, I enjoyed this, that, and the third. And dude, everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's one thing I didn't do a great enough job when Marlo Davis was popping, you know, his shit or whatnot during the beta. You know, he was upset about it, you know, and he was very boisterous about it. Dude, that's his beef with AKAI. That ain't me. That ain't my job to sit there and dictate whatever he's got going on. Because he likes what he likes, and I like what I like. And, you know, some people don't like change. And that's what it is. I get it. So I think he's valid on those parts of the conflict of what it is now, which is 3.0. There is some other things, other takes that I have, but, you know, I'm going to see. Let's see what else he got. What else you got for us? What else you got for us?
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
So it's this track arm, and then you gotta, you know, you have these menus where you gotta go and select the, you know, the track type, and you've always had to select track type in the MPC. That's not anything.
Sorry. I do apologize for interrupting, but there is one thing that I definitely like about 3.0, and there's nobody that could argue this. We sometimes, us beat makers or whatever you want to call yourself, producer, beat maker, all that, we will start off maybe with a sample, then we'll go with the drums instead of, and what I got to used to doing was just starting with my drums first. And I think that's just a better way to have a bigger impact, especially when you're sampling. The ability to rearrange tracks is, dude, that's top tier. That's top tier than a mug, bro. That is a welcome change. The other thing, dude, mixing on the MPC used to be, well, I use the Q-Link, you know what I'm saying? And I just play it by ear. But now, visually, it is more pleasing, you know what I'm saying? With the new, well, the AKAI 4 style, the new, but AKAI 4 style mixer. I like that much more than the original one. The original one was kind of a hot mess. And when I was dealing with teaching people how to use the MPC in 2.0, a lot of people are like, man, this shit is kind of ugly, dog. I ain't gonna even hold you. So that's kind of where AKAI is at with that, you know. But again, I'm not trying to take away from his argument, though.
Had a choice between the sampler or the MIDI tracks, and then, you know, as it progressed, you have the VST tracks. All that's normal. That's normal. We get that. But this whole track arm workflow is very DAW-esque. So that's one feature of it. And even with the before 3.0, they had the track arm, and I hated it. I hate the way it was implemented. The track arm,
yeah, it was in 2.7. Yeah,
in the previous implementation,
it was implemented in 2.7.
It always made it where it was confusing to know when you're actually recording. That was one thing that was always great about the MPCs is when I hit record, if I'm focused on the track, when I hit record, it's recording. I don't have to worry about, is it armed? Like, this is weird.
Yes, I agree with that. Less is more. That's absolutely a very good point. That's something that I wouldn't overlook. It does seem like it's a whole lot more than it used to be. And it is. again, he hit the nail on the head. It's all about people that's coming over from the DAW, and then they say, you know what, bro, I'm gonna try this MPC type shit, and I'm gonna see what it's about. And for most people, when they come from the DAW side of it, they look at the MPC, they be like, dude, they cross-eyed. Dude, it don't matter who it is. You put an MPC 2000 XL in front of a lot of the new producers, man, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy. And what they normally do is that they just disrespect it. They disrespect the history behind, you know, what the OGs have done just to mouse click some shit in. And ain't no wrong with mouse clicking. If you want to mouse click shit in, that's cool. You know, but at a certain age, I honestly, fuck it. If he got smoke, if he has smoke, it's cool for me to have smoke. You feel me? No, I'm not gonna do it because I don't want that kind of smoke in the comment section later. I see the chat going crazy though. Just go ahead.
Now that I don't want on the MPC.
We're gonna talk about controller mode in a second.
So then we have this whole XL channel strip.
Oh yeah, true. If you do want the old MPC workflow, the best thing that you could do right now is to plug it up to the DAW. And then, but still, there's things that in the DAW that I don't like, or whatever you want to call it, the MPC software that's on the computer. It doesn't function 100% like how it does in standalone. It does in most cases, but if you know, you know. Especially if you are trying to change something like the metronome click and stuff like that. You have to do that in the software, not on the MPC itself. I always thought that shit was weird, dude. I swear.
XL channel strip, guys? What is an XL channel strip?
It's something that everybody requested. Trust me. It's like, bro, I was the exact same way. I was like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop fucking up what we like, man. You know, I ain't gonna even hold you. I was just like, man, dude, stop trying to make this shit into. I don't know what to say, dog. I'm stuttering so much because, dude, I'm trying to be mindful of people in their places, but at the same time, dog, when it comes down to my loyalty is to my community, because that's why he's here. That they wouldn't be around, they wouldn't even be fucking with me if it wasn't for you guys. So, you know, that's one thing I lost sight of, and I'll openly admit it, and I do apologize to you guys that I did lose sight of it. I'll openly admit it. But yeah, there's a lot of things I was just like, man, come on, man. Like, dude, I don't care what you think. Shut the fuck up. Like, you the type person that will request all this shit from Akai and then you won't even be here next year. Like, you'll get it and then you won't even be here next year. While, you know, people like us that are truly dedicated to that kind of craft, we're always going to be here. You know what I'm saying? And then you changed all this stuff and then you're going to run off to the next hot thing. You know what I mean? And that's where I think Altruwest is getting at. Like, dude, you guys ain't gonna be here, but you want all this stuff, and then you just gonna be here conditionally. You feel me? So, I get what he's saying.
You mean like the inspector mode on your DAW? Like the inspector window on the DAW. So that's
Send proof of this message.
So now we have basically a track inspector on a DAW inside the standalone hardware.
I'm gonna catch so
I
much
really
hell.
want to look at another expanded screen.
I'm gonna catch so much hell, dog.
Be able to select other track parameters on my MPC. Okay, cool. If that floats your boat, cool. XL channel strip. Then we have all these different nested menus on a 10-inch screen. If you're an MPC X user, you got a 10-inch screen, right? So we got all these nested menus that we got to go through now.
If you're an X user, if you're an MPC X user, dog, you're eating well. You're eating good as hell, dog. Like, you don't gotta squint your eyes for shit. But if you on that 7-inch screen, I'm gonna be real. Even though it's vectoral and you can stretch things out and stuff like that, dude. Look, man, I'm at an age, dog, where it's not 2020 no more. I ain't getting no 2020 vision. You feel me? It's more like 820, 420. Straight up, dog.
A 10-inch screen. 10-inch screen. Okay, not a 16, not a 13, 10-inch screen.
Really, we had the Allen Iverson though?
And I've watched videos of people using this on the 3.0 and, oh, like, yeah, you got gestures and you can pinch and zoom and all that stuff. Great. It's not very responsive of a screen. If you watch the Sweetwater presentation on MPC 3.0 and you see when he's in the arrangement view and he's trying to pinch the locator points for the loop point, and it's like, it's not moving, and it's like obviously not moving, not responding to it.
Yeah, dog. There's things that, again, even with that, some people just, they ain't gonna get with the workflow. They don't, like, I didn't even watch the Sweetwater joint, but I can tell you right now, dog, that to navigate the screen in itself, the touch screen, you gotta have the experience and understand when and when not to use the touch screen. The Q links are your best friend, 100%. Like, if you are not using the Q links for a lot of the commands, dude, I feel for you. I feel for you. And then a lot of people are, they're not button savvy either. Like, they'll just look at the buttons will exist. And, you know, if you look at my MPC, the one that everybody talk about, you can see that the buttons on there, you know, I use the buttons like a mug. They're dirty. The pads are dirty. You feel me? Like, I know the ins and outs of this sung gun, even in 3.0. So people have been giving me hot hell for you know, the certain things that having a dirty ass MPC, bro. That's how the music gets dirty.
So this talk about like, oh, the 8 tracks keeps you focused and keeps you creative. Yeah, right. That's not what we were doing. That's not real. Arabian Prince, what's good with you, my boy? What's good, bro? Good to see you, my dude. I missed you. This was the first time that I've been to a NAMM and didn't see you, bro. That's crazy. Like, I usually see you every NAMM, and this year we didn't see each other. Much love, bro. I appreciate you, though. Thank you for stopping by, man. But yeah, we weren't limited to 8 instruments on the old MPC. So I mean, yes, great.
You are. See, the thing is with MIDI, you can go with MIDI for you know, you can do a lot with MIDI. MIDI is just MIDI. That's not using CPU. It's not so CPU intensive, but when you start adding plugins and stuff like that, dude, that's a different story. And they've already thought about that with, you know, the way that if you bounce down your audio or whatnot, you should always do that. And then they also thought about within 3.0, if they was going to expand it and people was going to record their vocals and stuff like that in it, you will need to understand how disc streaming works. And boy, when I tell you that AKAI, I remember like Andy couldn't keep his eyes from like jittering when Nick Bat was like, man, does this have disc streaming yet? And Andy was like, motherfucker, don't you ever in your life mention goddamn disc streaming again. Like, he had a smile on his face, but you could tell he was pissed. Like, it was a struggle to get that going. It was a struggle to get that going. And it ended up being on the AKAI Force first. Like, the AKAI Force, truth be told, ended up being the testing ground for like 3.0. And I think everybody knows that. And it's kind of crazy that, you know, they brought it. I'm glad that they did, because boy, there was certain things on the Force that I hated. I hate the pass on the AKAI Force. The pass on the AKAI Force are not worthy. It's similar to like how I don't like the pass on the Push 2. So they kept it 100 with that, I guess. You know, it was true to the counterpart, right? And the Push 3 too, because the Push 3 pass are ass. But yeah, so they kind of kept everything as the testing ground on the AKAI Force before they got over to the MPC to implement that. And they finally pulled it off, but it was a long time coming. So we'll see, man. We'll see how this goes. If you, again, make sure that you support Altruwest. I have the link in the description box, man. Very good discussion to be had. There's things that it's sensitive. I know there's going to be people that are going to be screaming at me and mad at me for saying it, but it is what it is, because the majority of people, the people that have been rocking with AKAI for a long time, they have things to say. They're not going to stop saying it. They say it in forums. I don't even bother with forums anymore, because it's, you know, you got people that already are too stupid to understand how which recording button to press, and there's like so much great information from different content creators all over the place. I'm not even going to mention myself, but you know, they don't even know half the things that they should know, but they're quick to complain about it in forums. And 3.0 is just going to bring, it's just the same cycle over and over again. Yeah, I think of it again like how Street Fighter was Street Fighter 5. People were happy to leave Street Fighter 4 because they were tired of Elena. You know, some of y'all ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. But Ultra Street Fighter 4 had Elena in it. Elena was a broken ass character that everybody did not like playing against because she had a special move, an ultra move, matter of fact, that was only built if you got your ass whooped in Street Fighter 4, and she could heal herself. And she could set it up to where she could heal herself for a lot of life. You know what I'm saying? And then people got Street Fighter 5, and then it was too vanilla. And yes, it was too vanilla at first, and then they finally fixed that. Now we got Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 is way better than 5 in my opinion. But, you know, people are upset because now the game is too fast and it's scrub friendly and people can throw, you know, and punish. It's easy to punish stuff and all this other stuff. And, you know, the cycle continues is what I'm trying to say. That's why I use Street Fighter as an analogy, because even then people were happy with Street Fighter 2. I've been around for a minute. I'm old as hell. I remember the 2 big ass buttons and just the joystick for Street Fighter, the original Street Fighter. You feel me? So, you know, Street Fighter 2 was a breath of fresh air, but some people like that damn stiff ass game. You know what I'm saying? You know, Street Fighter 2 was cool, but people like Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So, you know, whatever, even in gaming, whatever it is, you're just gonna have people that are gonna complain. They're either gonna adapt to it or they're not. And it's all warranted critiques because that helps further other iterations down the line. And I would be a total shill if I didn't agree with what he has to say. It's all valid points, and I respect that. It is what it is. I know I'm gonna get a phone call or two. Some people gonna be mad. Some people gonna be like, yeah, man, it's about damn time, Av. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you supporting, you know, the community feelings and shit like that on, you know, on your platform. And I'm here for it because I'm here for you guys. Yeah, it's a good video. I mean, it was a good video. Truth be told, pressure pads, that used to be a problem. Or you talking about the pressure? What? People who say dollars clearly don't know what the acronym means. I mean, I don't know. I always thought, and I hate to say it, but I don't hate to say it. I always thought that saying dollars is cringeworthy. It's a cringeworthy word. It's kind of corny. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the same time, man, you know, people have their own terminology. You know, I got to respect that, you know. The lift the noise in the building. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, we got a show. I like that. Man, y'all. I can't talk. God damn it. We're going to do it live.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
It's a lot of content, man. I looked today, you know, I was going to chill and edit these videos. And then I'm like, damn, Altruwest dropped the video. God damn. And then, you know, Sarah dropped her shit. I was like, damn. Then I saw Bolo pop up in the algorithm. I was like, oh, hell no. I got that. Man, look, we got to go live. We got to do it. We got to do it live. Fuck it. We got to do it.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
We just got to do it live. Why not? I just got a lot of it's content, baby. Said, my point is a dedicated computer. Oh, well, and I'm pretty sure he made that point. The thing is, I know. Like a lot of people we was talking about in when we was reacting to Zaytoven's cook-up at NAMM, a lot of people was like, man, look, because he pulled up that stage piano plugin on the MPC Key 61, which has 4 gigs of RAM. And yes, that thing took a minute for it to load. He was like, come on. I didn't even peep Zaytoven like, come on, man, load up. You know what I'm saying? And if you was to go and let's say he used like the Rolling Phantom to cook up. When you pull up sounds on the Rolling Phantom, it pulls up exactly right then and there, dude. Right then and there. So there are things that I think could be smoother. I'm pretty sure they know that. However, I know it's going to cost a little bit more money. That's going to be a new, that's going to be the goalpost move. Oh man, the MPCs cost too much. You know, that kind of vibes, that type shit. It's just a, you know, it's just a never ending cycle. You know, I think for what it is, I understand where people are talking about in terms of limitations of pieces of gear. I know he was just using that as a talking point where he's talking about it's about the limitations, and then yeah, man, it's about limitations for me. I don't necessarily care about every VST plugin, though I am excited about the Native Instruments collab, because damn, that means that we're gonna get some dope ass play series type shit. Like, I need the Kareem Riggins shit, bro. I need that Kareem Riggins like yesterday. I need Empire Breaks like yesterday. I need, what's the other one, bro, that we was talking about? Hybrid Keys. I need that like yesterday. I need what's the other one though? The 40s joint, the Drake plugin technically, but it's 40s sound basically. I need that like now. Straight up. So I like that. Said, the MPC X cheaper than a MacBook. You know, someone wanted to trade me a laptop for my MPC X SE, and I was thinking about it because the laptop was like 32 gigs, and you know, I game and shit like that, and I'm tired of my old laptop right here in front of me, even though it's like 4 going on 5 years old. It's old. It's old as hell. A 5-year-old laptop in today's society ain't gonna cut it. You feel me? So. Oh, you say you like that Playbox? Yeah, that too. That would be great. You know, but yeah, great video though. You know, tell me how y'all feel. Let's see here. We got to get to Bolo, man. We got to get to Bolo. We're gonna check out Sarah's joint too. Sarah's joint's a little, it's a little long, but you know, we're gonna take a little time. We're gonna take a little time here. This is gonna be this is gonna be a doozy. We're gonna skip the whole affiliate marketing shit, and we're gonna get to the meat of it. Anyway, so Bolo the producer. Woo! You already know what the vibes are. The title of his video is MPC Software Users Are Not Happy. And I've seen a lot of talk, and I want to see what he's talking about. Let's check it out. The link will be in the description box. Make sure that you support your fellow content creators as I am right now. Let go. Let go.
I'm just trying to have a candid conversation with you.
Hold on. A candid conversation is what you're calling it, huh? That's what you call it, Bolo. A candid conversation. Colorful words.
Guys. Okay, so first things first, I understand that some of you guys are upset that the
How's the audio, gang?
Standalone units have been updated and that the software has not been updated yet for, you know, the 3.0. And they added some new sounds in the standalone version and all that stuff like that. And it just seems like they just been neglecting the software. And I know some of you guys have been upset. I have been watching videos and I have been seeing what you guys have been saying. However, we have to understand.
I have seen some videos too. And I think I'm going to check it out on my free time.
And EA Ski actually put this in perspective with me a long time ago. And we was on the phone talking about it, and I was like, hey, AKAI needs to do this, and AKAI needs to do that.
Oh, my bad.
And he was basically telling me, you got to understand that AKAI is a standalone company that just so happens to do software. It's not like Native Instruments where they're a software company that just so happens to do a standalone unit with the Machine Plus. So we have to understand that AKAI was always a standalone type of a unit, okay? Starting off with the MIDI Production Center. That was the first thing with the Roger Linn. It was a MIDI Production Center. That's what it was called. Then they changed the name to a Music Production Center. And then as years went on, they made some more great machines. And then in the 2010s, the early 2010s, that's when they switched over and they started doing the software stuff with the 1.0 series and the 2.0 series. And then everybody was hoping for the 3.0 series, and it never happened. And I get it. I understand that you guys are upset about it, but we have to understand that they are a standalone production company that just so happens to do software. And I think that over time, a lot of the consumers were buying these new standalone units. Okay, and a lot of people have been producing more on standalone units, so you got to understand the direction that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. During the MIDI production center time, one of the things that was getting Akai's ass was whooping, a company that was whooping their Akai's ass was Native Instruments. And the reason why they was whooping their ass is because they had a hybrid workflow, which created a demand for this. So Akai switched the game up to do only MIDI controllers that work with the computer. Similar to how the machine at that particular time, which was whooping Akai's ass, was doing and was having a level of success that Akai wasn't at that particular time. I think, you know, if you give or take some things about the MPC, what was it, the 5000, nobody necessarily liked that. Funny enough, that the guy that they had on the panel, by the way, Just Blaze, I had some blaring words to say about that back then, because it took away from the MPC, the original MPC workflow, like we're hearing about 3.0, funny enough. All right, so if we actually look at that aspect, Akai started with their MPC software in the early 2000s. I don't know the exact year. You know, they dropped the MPC Studio, you know, the one that, if I'm not mistaken, you were saying was the better one when the Mark II had dropped or whatnot. You was championing that. However, they were making good on the software because a lot of people were using it. A lot of people were enjoying it. And the Renaissance too, by the way. I almost forgot about the Renaissance. People like the Renaissance for what it was. Everybody out here in Atlanta had it. Matter of fact, there isn't a place that I haven't looked where you couldn't get where you can't get a used MPC Renaissance. Take it or leave it, but you know, it's out there. So when you have that much of a base, based off of that, because they sold well. They sold well because people wanted the original MPC workflow. The older MPC MIDI controllers had the old school look to them, similar to the OS that everybody enjoyed. You know, it was a huge departure. And then the MPC Touch, of course, it was a huge departure to a lot of people, and a lot of people enjoyed the standalone. They just wanted it back. It was a huge demand. I remember that when they had originally announced it back in 2016, that they were going back to standalone, and you know, it was going to be a hybrid controller. Hence, when I guess 2.0 came out or whatever, I was not on the MPC train then, or back on the MPC train then. I was just looking and spectating and waiting for the moment that they would drop something like the MPC 1, because I'm a broke ass nigga. However, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna keep it PC. I'm gonna keep it real. I think that MPC 3.0 should have came out in conjunction with the software being 3.0. The changes within the actual MPC in itself, with it being more like a DAW than usual, even though I just did a reaction about it, about, you know, some of the gripes that I do have about it. You know, missing time signatures. They took away features. They added new features, but they still took away some concrete features, changed some concrete features, you know, that staple features, by the way, not concrete, staple, goddamn. I see why people are upset, because there are some people that are being hosed. Like if you have let's say you have bought into the MPC Studio Mark II. You see everybody in standalone using the MPC 3.0 software, the firmware that is, the OS, but yet you are still stuck in 2.15 in terms of the MPC software. They have a right to be mad. They do. There's just no excuse for that. I'm not going to pander. I'm going to keep it 100. So let's continue.
They're going in with this is that right now, most of the consumers are looking to get a standalone unit. Now, does it mean that they should not upgrade it? No, I still think that they should upgrade it at some point, but I think their focus now is more so on the hardware side than the software side, which it kind of sucks. I get it. I understand. And I understand using software is a bit easier. I know you can do more things by, you know, clicking the mouse and everything. I'm more of a standalone type of a person, but I know there's some of you guys out here who really rely on controller mode a lot when doing it. And I've even seen like on a few of like the pages on Facebook and stuff like that, some people putting pictures up of the controllers and saying, is this even still a thing in 2025 and stuff like that? And I believe maybe at some point they will update it. I just don't know if it's going to be anytime soon. I don't know anything about it.
What up, Bolo?
I even tried to quiz Andy about it at NAMM. He doesn't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it.
Andy ain't gonna say shit right about now. The whole entire thing about the NAMM presentation, which, you know, that more power to him. We're gonna look at like the panel. We already looked at Zaytoven's cook up and all this other stuff. Missed it. I missed it. There's plenty of people that I would have said what's up to, you know, and it would have been, I guess, a great old time off of a $1,300 ticket to LA for one day. No, that's why I didn't go. I was like, nah, bro, I'll keep my money. I'll keep my money and react to the content. Now, I do wish I would have met Roger Linn, because I have a huge respect for him, because without Roger Linn, we wouldn't have any of these machines we got these to this day. I'm just saying. But I will say this, that software needs to be updated. I expected it to be like, surprise, nigga, we got 3.0 software. Because the main thing that I have to say in this regard, and, you know, I respect the perspectives of everybody that's doing their content right now. You know, Bolo's being more respectful than I thought he was going to be. I thought Bolo was going to be on his 2021 energy. Or what was it? When was the last time he had a nice little rant about it? But I think it was in 2021 when he had his big rant about, I'm selling my MPC X, all that, and it just went viral as fuck. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. You ain't gotta worry about it. I think that the software should have been there. It should have been there because with all of the stuff that's in standalone right now, which I'm happy with, I don't give a shit. You know, that's what I do. I cook up in standalone anyways. You know, I just wanted the damn software to be, or at least run somewhat as good as 2.15. It's there, you know, missing some shit. I will keep on saying that because I've been holding my tongue for a long goddamn time. The software needs to be there. The software should be there. It would have been amazing to see, to work inside of the MPC software in the same way that you were working the MPC 3.0 hardware. I would be recording songs and I would not, bruh, do you not know how tired I am of Ableton's bullshit? I'm tired of Ableton's bullshit. I like FL Studio, but I damn sure ain't gonna record no vocals in that sumbitch. Bolo, you had a nice rant on Pro Tools. I already knew that was gonna go viral because my rant from Pro Tools years ago, when I was saying, bruh, that's just better DAWs. Mind you, I wasn't me just saying it. It was actual Andrew Shep, like the Leslie Breathwaite, and freaking Lou Diaz. They were like, man, bro, I must rather work in Ableton than fuck around with Pro Tools. The OGs, people that are way more important than me saying that shit. I'm like, oh, well, fuck it. I'm inclined to say it too. And you know reaction. But he said you was talking slow as fuck. Like, what? No, you talking like how we talk out here. So you good, bro.
So we don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I know people asking me like, what's going on, man? We need the 3.0 for the soft.
Oh shit, man, where's my gas at, bruh? I'm tired of my plug being late on this shit.
Come on, hell no.
Well, version, and to be totally honest with you, me personally, me out of 8 billion people in this world, I kind of like what they're doing with the standalone units, because basically right now you can use the standalone unit just like a DAW.
Sort of. The only thing is, They still have certain limitations. People gonna get upset because they gotta freeze tracks, and then they gotta assign it. Because the disc streaming, how disc streaming works, I do like the fact that you can pick out stuff to be in disc streaming. However, most people are gonna, or they will overlook it. Big shout out to my dog Dilio, because Dilio, he sing and all that. And I didn't even know Bolo. Did y'all even know that Bolo makes music? I was just listening to like some of his songs, like this nigga rap. And and he was rapping with my fucking cousin on one of the songs. I ain't gonna tell you who my cousin is, Bolo. You know, this was back when he had dreadlocks, by the way. I've known Bolo for a long time.
Like everything you can do in it now with the 3.0, you can do it exactly just like a DAW. You just got to understand how the new workflow is. And I think some people...
See, the thing is, though, with disc streaming, it doesn't matter how much RAM you have. You're just going to be able to continuously record audio. So that's the thing about disc streaming that makes it special. It's just that most people aren't going to want to do one step. And I get it. It's just like what Altruwest was saying. Like, dude, sometimes... like with the recording arm, like you don't want to be bothered with that shit. Like back in the day, or not too long ago in 2.15, or not even 2.15, like 2.6, all you had to do was just press record. Like, why did they add that? And it was just like a small step to 3.0.
Are not used to new workflow, or they just don't want to get to know the new workflow. But, you know, it is what it is. Everybody has their own thing, and you can't knock somebody for doing their own thing. However, with the software version, if they did update it, I will say this. If they did update the software version, it needs to be a complete overhaul. Like, right now, the software version is cool.
There we go. Get to the hoeing. That's the type of energy. I don't have a bomb or nothing. I don't have a bomb sound effect or nothing. Get to the hoeing. That's what I'm here for.
But to me, it just seems a little clunky, and it just seems like it does not have to be the way it is. Like,
right. No
they can
giggling.
easily do a software version.
No giggling. It is clunky.
Like, pretty much all of the rest of the programs were more of like a linear type of a...
My nigga Snipes Young in the building! What up, my guy?
Wait. And this is something that I've been talking about for years. With the software version of being in a more linear type of a fashion, I was actually cool with how the standalone version was. I never really said that it needed to be like, you know, a update with the standalone versions, which I did. I probably did mention a couple times, but I was actually cool with where we was at. Like, if it didn't change, I wouldn't have been too upset.
That piano roll is still kind of that piano roll, bro. Oh God. But then again, I try to record great MIDI. I don't try to do any moving of nothing. It don't matter if it's FL Studio or not, dog. I just don't like to move shit and draw stuff in. You know what I'm saying? But keep on.
I've always said in controller mode, in software version, we need to have a linear type of a way of doing it. So I think if they did upgrade to the 3.0, it needs to be like a complete overhaul of the whole program to where it just makes more sense with the new 3.0 that's already out right now in the standalone units. Now, is this going to happen? I don't know, man. You know,
this man is like this.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Get to the hoeing. That's what I like.
I get some intel or something. So if they are doing it, I don't know nothing about it. They're keeping it very tight lip. So I don't know nothing about that. Now, with the new 3.0 update on the standalone units, I know they're going to have some more updates and some more bug fixes and stuff like that. But so far as the standalone units, for all of you guys who like to work in controller mode, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be anytime soon.
I'm trying not to laugh, dog. I'm trying to keep it 100, man. But this nigga making me laugh, dog. But anyways, so I do understand where he's coming from. I don't disagree with what he was saying. I was waiting for, I was like, bro, he's not getting to the, man, usually he gets to the hoeing quick. Like, where's the hoeing at? Not the, I guess what he's done is like a compliment sandwich where you do all the praising and, you know, you feel one side and on this other side. Look, man, I'm done with that shit. I ain't gonna even hold you, dog. 2025 is gonna be a raw year. I'm just gonna get a phone call or two. I might not get gear from companies or whatever. I don't care. I really don't care, dog. I care about my audience. That's what it is. 2025, I'm going back to my roots, grassroots, dog. None of these companies will fuck with us, period, if we didn't have the motion. And matter of fact, some of these companies don't fuck with us and we have way more motion than other content creators, which that's always been a problem with me. I've always, and it don't have, and look, I'm not saying it because I want the motion, dog. I think there's cats that are doing an excellent job that aren't getting the motion, bro. You ain't gonna sit there and tell me that this nigga Yon Hunter is not getting this exact same motion as freaking Bo Beats. Nigga, are you for real? Are you serious? And I know we all pick on Bo Beats, man, poor Bo Beats and all that, dog. But certain people, man, it's like, dog, come on, man. Like we're not all here for him. Like like this whole monopoly of bullshit, dog. And what it's got to be grassroots, bro. It's just got to be grassroots. Because these companies don't care. The moment that you stop being hot as a content creator, or they think that you're just not usable or whatever, they got all the customers and your affiliate link ain't as buzzing as whatever, all this shit, dog, they will turn on you in a heartbeat. Straight up. And I'm saying it before the fall. Because, again, grassroots for me, baby. I don't give a shit about none of these niggas.
At least that's.
You said it was 2021 for you?
But I will say this, one thing about, the NPCs is.
I said, I've been asking this nigga for a collab for years. I'm done. Kickback culture, what's
the
going
cool
on?
thing about it is they have so many different things in standalone to where if they did add something, it probably wouldn't just be like this huge splash. Like it'll be just maybe some GUI situations where they might change up that. But pretty much there's everything inside of standalone that you can do just like any other regular DAW. It's just the MPC way of doing it. If I could say it like that. It's kind of a weird way of trying to explain it, but it's just the MPC way of doing it.
The MPC just brings a whole lot more than what some DAWs will ever do. And I mean, I can't take that away from AKAI, dog. Like, the fact that Ableton Live does not have stem separation. And FL Studio had it first. I got to give credit to FL. No, it was Serato that did it first, right? Am I right? Am I bugging chat, comment section? Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, Serato kicked this shit off with their stuff, and it's absolutely fire, dude. I will actually use Serato Studio to this very day. FL Studio, I don't like sampling and that shit. It's horrible. I don't feel like getting my Cash Cobain on. But the truth of the matter is, the MPC does a lot of things better than what DAWs do, especially when it comes to sample analysis. Dude, most of the time you need a separate VST plugin for all the things that what the MPC does right now. That's just facts. And since I like to sample shit, it is perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? And now that they have implemented and shit, the native instrument shit, when they announced that, dog, I was shocked. I was like, bro, what the fuck is really going on? So now we got really good sounds. There's no excuse. If you have an excuse for why your beats ain't popping on the MPC, dog, I recommend that you take your shit to eBay. I'm just saying. Or if you still got your warranty or whatever the hell at Guitar Center and you still ain't making bops and you got excuses and you blaming the damn MPC, my guy, it's time, my guy, gal, or whomever, whatever you identify as, bro, it's time for you to take that shit back. I'm just saying, bro, it's about that time for you to take that shit back.
But this is the other side of it that I want to address too.
Uh-oh.
Now, what I don't want to see is AKAI updated, the software version to the 3.0, and they might switch everything, and then you get a whole bunch of people coming back saying, oh man, I liked it better the old way.
Nigga, that's gonna happen, dog. It just always happens. And right now, I think with 2.15, and with a lot of people, and I'm sorry, I do apologize to like the gang for not even thinking about it. I do think the main reason why they're keeping it in 2.15 in the software right now is the simple fact that you'll be able to open up your old projects without a problem. So if you're the type that, if you have multiple MPCs, you didn't have to worry about that. You just have one in 2.0 and then everything else, or your joint where you want to rock out in 3.0 or whatever on the side as well. But I wasn't even thinking about, dude, you could just hook it up in controller mode and then just open up your old projects right in there. Like, so that is a plus for the moment. But then that would just cause for them to shit. If what will be the outcome of that if they were to update to 3.0 and you have 2.15 on your computer or whatever, but 2.15 don't work with the newest version of 3.0 because they got to have it coordinate with Weatherspoon. Big shout out to you. Got RIP. You have to coordinate it with the 3.0 on the computer, you know what I'm saying? Or on your desktop, laptop, or whatever. So, I get why they did that aspect, outside of all the hoeing that I've been doing in this video, I understand that aspect.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
It's damn if you don't.
If they did upgrade it, and this is a question I'm going to ask you guys, if they did upgrade it, would you want to see like a complete overhaul of everything? Or do you guys kind of want to keep it the same way and just fix a few things? Me, I'm expecting a whole overhaul with that. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys want a complete overhaul, or do you guys just want to kind of just fix a few?
I think that no matter what Akai does or whatever company does with whatever, their user base, especially with the MPC user base or whatnot, it ranges from old heads to, maybe some new cats that might enjoy it or whatnot. And, it's just hard to satisfy. And then also one of the biggest things with this MPC shit that comes along with it is that there's just people that are stuck in their ways. There's people that ain't even touched 2.50. Like, I got homies or whatnot that be on the channel and they like, man, I'm still in 1.0. I'm like, dude, what? Like, bro, it's time for you to upgrade. At least get to the 2.15, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy work. You in 1.0? That was like the worst version. But they say, hey, I was happy with that because it had all the things that I wanted. I don't care about no MPC plugin or nothing like that. And I'm like, dude, there are things that was wrong with 1.0 because, it was 1.0. Hey, who knows, man? How do y'all feel about it? Like he's saying, because I'm going to tell you, I see people in the chat going crazy because, we doing this live, fuck it. And, I'm going to see people in the comment section that are definitely going to say some things. Some very hot videos. Again, I want y'all to support the content creators. I will have this video linked in the description box. Make sure that you are subscribed to Bolo, the producer. You know what I'm saying? Talented content creator. I just realized that this man, I've been watching his Instagram stuff and I figured that it was him rapping, but I didn't even really know that he was rapping with like my cousin and shit like that, bro. But anyways, let me know how y'all feel, because that's crazy. Yeah. I think 3.0 is dope, bro. Like, I think it's dope. Do I think it's perfect? Hell no. Absolutely not. There are some features that I'm like, man, come on, dog. Like, y'all really remove clip mode? I know it probably didn't seem like people didn't use it, but, bruh, I use clip mode. You know what I'm saying? I have certain use cases, especially like for drum and bass and, different things like that. And then time signatures just not being there, dude, like, that's crazy work. Like, there are some people that do produce in 3/4, 6/4, who knows, 5/6, 5/7. We got some weirdos out here, 7/8. And now you're just gonna be in 4/4, even though that's the most common time signature. Not everybody rocks that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of weird because all the for it to be a DAW savvy type shit. You know what I'm saying? Every DAW, to my knowledge, has time signatures. I know FL Studio does. Matter of fact, you can do multiple time signatures in one playlist in FL Studio. And you know what I'm saying? That's doing the most, but still, that gives you, a lot of stuff. I don't expect the MPC to do it ever, but at least let us have time signatures back, dog. Like, dog, that was crazy. And I said nothing. I said nothing. But if they do update to 3.0, don't complain. Oh, shit. They're going to complain that, man, there's never going to be enough. There's never going to be enough. You're going to hear people complain. What kills me is that people that complain that don't even use the MPC like that. Like, nigga, get what you use, go the fuck back over there, dog. Like, this ain't the place, dog. This ain't the place. You can't have it your way over here. Fuck you anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's how... Like, it's just people, it's a non-stop complain campaign. You're going to see people that post video. Like, there's people They never get they don't get no views on any of their videos except for their complaining videos. It's like this one dude that used to be like during the 2010s. Like this nigga's beats were ass, straight up ass. Like man, bruh, like his beats were so ass. But every single AKAI release, bruh, he was there to talk shit, fart on it, poop on it, wipe his ass on it, and he would get a crap ton of views every time. It didn't matter. But when the moment he dropped a beat making video or trying to do tutorials and shit like that, dog shit. Dog shit. I'm not gonna mention this person's name, but they know who they are. But all the time, the motherfuckers is there to shit. Like that's what he does. Like, he's like, all right, it's time to shit on the car. Let me go ahead and put on my best loud, angry voice and angry face. just talk shit. Because after that, I ain't getting no views, bro. It's just what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah, man, people gonna complain no matter what. That's just all of 2024, really 2024 in my Great Depression, as I call it. I just realized, I'm like, bro, some niggas just gonna come just to hate. There's just hating ass niggas that just ain't, they are mad at your motion because they ain't got the motion, so they just gonna hate. Like, it's not even constructive criticism. It's like, damn, nigga, you's a hater. Like, to brand yourself a hater is crazy. That's nasty work, dog. Imagine your whole entire life, you're famous for being a hating ass nigga, dog. That's like Uncle Ruckus, nigga. Like, damn, dog, you just gonna hate the whole entire time, nigga. Like, come on, man. Ain't nothing in life make you happy, dog. But you hating on niggas? Like, damn, dog. Like, that shit sucks. Like, damn. Imagine hating on a nigga that you think is doing better than you and he's not. Like, what the fuck? Or just hating on someone because they're doing better. I look forward to people doing well. I look forward to people, whether they deserve it or not, getting joy out their goddamn life, dog. I don't like when niggas is down. Like, imagine kicking someone. Like, when they down, dog, that shit's crazy. Like, there's niggas that really survive off that shit. They just wake up. They wake up. Who am I gonna hate on next? just hate. Just hating. Like, god damn, nigga. Like, you ain't got shit positive. When you gonna say something positive, my G? You want me to take you? I'll take your ass to church with me, bro. Cause ain't no way in the world that you got this much hate in your blood. we gonna pray for you, bro. Let me take you to a sermon. You know what I'm saying? My preacher got you, my guy. Like, he gonna remove. It'll be an exorcism, a hate exorcism, bro. Like, damn. Do I have a YouTube business course? No, I've been thinking about it, but I don't know. I don't know. The Masterclass shit, I should have just picked one MPC and went with that shit, because that's been hell. It's like, damn, dog. But, you know, it is what it is. I try to do the work. We got Big Sarah. Now we gonna check out Big Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Let's lighten up the mood. We don't got through the wild shit. We got to get to the home and get to the point. I know people probably like, yeah, I wanted to see it. You know what I'm saying? This is Black Content Creator Night, goddammit. This is Black Content Creator Night. You know, everybody welcome, but all the folk on here gonna be black tonight, goddammit. But yo, so Sarah, okay, let me go ahead. Let me calm down. Well, let me read the chat. Ab NYC edition, unsolved crime. Oh yeah, I saw the homie up in there. Let me big shout out to Buck. I saw you raw up in this thing, Indy in this thing. Young Keys in Power was good. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to the good shit. You know, we gonna keep the good times rolling. Shit. Damn. The homie was in here, man. No, my smell in this mug, man. I ain't seen you in so goddamn long. Reaper up in this some bitch. Who else? K, RG. RG said, hold on, man. I just woke up. My bro was here. Man, where my bro at? Yo, Mur, he retracted something. Wag a booty up in this thing. I see you, big wag. Wrecking crew. Nah, my bro. Where's my bro at, man? I want to give him a shout out. Hypebeast dad. Fuck it. He said something, but you know. Anyways, yeah, I kind of wish I was gonna get some 1800, dog. I ain't gonna even hold you. Boy, we about to get really mature up in this thing, man. We when we do these live streams at night, dog, we gonna get a little bit more mature up in this thing. But I'm gonna give me a damn, you already know, styrofoam cup. 1800? Bro, we gonna be big kicking it. I ain't gonna even hold you. I can't have the 1800 on here though, because if I stream on Twitch, they have a thing about that. You know, you can smoke gas on YouTube, but on Twitch, they do, because Playboy Max, they was smoking gas on his shit. Yeah, shit, fuck that. They need to grow up, man. Niggas, if it's legal in certain states, you should just let it fly. It's all the way. You feel me? Shit. Just don't fall asleep on the stream. Oh, man, talk about some. Damn, I don't even know what happened to some. He be sliding in. Sometimes he checks in, but I ain't seen him in a while. Let's see here. So so I wasn't able to make it to NAMM. However, there's a lot of footage. I checked out Zaytoven's live cook-up. It was really dope. And Sarah2ill, big shout out to her. Make sure that you support her channel. I have it linked in the description box.
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke.
I think you and Bolo know something. I'm putting a case on both of y'all if AKAI drop the new stuff on us in February or March. You selling for a reason? What you up to, Willis?
Nah, I'm selling my shit because I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke, as that shit said. I'm selling my shit because I have too much equipment that I don't use, that's all. Now, if they pop out with some shit, I don't know. I highly doubt it, though. I highly doubt it. They're doing too much on the software end of it. You know what I'm saying? We're complaining about the MPC software 3.0. I'm officially moving the goalposts. Usually it's other people moving the goalposts. I'm moving the goalposts. You know what I'm saying? Where is it at? Where's the timeline, deadline? I don't really care. Honestly, you know, I'm involved with this community now. That's my main thing of 2025, dog. It's about my motherfucking community. It's not about these damn brands. These brands never gave a fuck about us. And now I'm gonna make sure that they just stay where they stay. Because when shit go up, don't fucking come back over here. You feel me? Don't utilize my shit for your damn clicks and all that. And I really care, and I talk about your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be less and less. You feel me? I'm gonna start really just focusing in, locking in on things that we give a fuck about. That's what I'm here for. That's why I started this channel for. But yeah. All right, something needs to start this over again. Is it an hour and 37 minutes? We doing good. So I wasn't able to go to NAMM, but there's been great footage coming out, and I've been enjoying it. I checked out the Zaytoven footage, and we had a good time laughing and seeing Zay cook up. But Sarah2ill, shout out to her, and I will have her channel linked in the description box because I highly recommend that you support your fellow content creators. And I'm setting the precedent here for that because I want her to get her recognition as she did at this event. So we're going to check it out. Here you go.
Listen, wait, this video still.
Oh shit. Oh shit. All right, let me get back to it. That's not her. That's me. That's my fault.
Listen, wait, this video still going. This is the first artist that's ever given me their album in the last 10 years. It's vinyl. I promise you.
I'm surprised, man.
Big Jermaine Dupri, dude. I've been out here in Atlanta for a long time. I met Brian Michael Cox through my nephew because my nephew wrote multiple hits for Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? So say what you want to say. I might not got the placements. He got the placements. Hey.
We got to do better and pay it forward, man. Absolutely.
NAMM 2025 was legendary, y'all.
It was the best. I woke up the next day and I had to ask myself, did this really happen? Because it was an epic day. So this is probably my 5th time going to NAMM, but this is the first time I was invited to do a demonstration. I was invited by AKAI professionals, the GOATs, the greatest. And I was invited to attend and do a demonstration for AKAI Day.
How's the audio?
Which is actually perfect because this is right after the announcement for MPC and Native Instruments collaborating, partnering together. And they wanted me to showcase the Native Instrument sounds on the MPC.
And you know, it's funny, again, Native Instruments loaded me up and I was like, why did they load me up with all this stuff? And it makes total sense. They say, hey man, look, hey, there's motion happening. Hey, big shout out to Native Instruments too.
So that's what I did. But y'all, this day was epic, was a full day, jam-packed with amazing, talented artists. First, we had Andy Mack, the person that you see in all of the AKAI videos, in person, in the flesh, giving us a live demonstration on the MPC 37. And then I have...
Who was that, Jack Harlow head ass? Who was that Jack Harlow twin head ass nigga?
I have something called a Lo-Fi Corner where I basically just demonstrate my experience, my workflow with the MPC X. Got my 4 bars, I'm gonna add the hi-hat.
Okay then.
I showcase some of the sounds that are in the expansion pack.
My question is, Sarah, how nervous were you when you was doing this? You know, this ain't easy, man. This ain't easy. And damn, where the hell you get this at, man? Cause I need one of these. What that junk at? What brand is that? Hey, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comment section who sells this. Who sells this stand? Because I need that. Sarah like 5'2".
Made a quick little beat and answered some questions. It was very simple. It was very fun. It was easy.
Before we go, who was your biggest inspiration musically?
We got DiBiase right there. He's one of the biggest inspirations to me. Wow. He's honestly the one for whatever music. Whatever you want. And with microwave beats, it's like, don't overthink it, just make something if it sounds good and then move forward to the next thing. It's what I do here at home, but doing it in front of other people, which I'm used to because, you know, I do live streams, I do videos. It was really cool. But we had Jan Hunter Jr. killing it, per usual, on the MPC 37. It actually turned into like a group activity. Other people were joining in. The whole day was interactive with not just people that were on stage, but the people that were in the audience as well. We also had Zaytoven.
He should have kept that snare in that beat. When he switched to that clap, man, I was like, oh. But truth be told, man, what was I gonna say? If I was to fly in, and this is the other thing, I was like, man, first of all, $1,300, bro, for this damn ticket. I got the money, but damn. Second of all, I wouldn't be like, if I wanted to go, theoretically, I would have had to leave here at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I wouldn't even get there on time for Andy Mack's performance. And if I'm going to the event, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to go to see everybody's shit, you know what I mean? I didn't want to just pull up for certain people's stuff, and I wouldn't have been able to make Andy's. I probably would have missed out on Sarah's joint, and so I was just like, man, all right, you know what I'm saying, all right.
Marco Polo, DJ Chop Squad, beats by J Black, Jermaine Dupri, by Michael Cox, Just Blaze, Jimmy Jam, and the legendary Roger Linn. There was also some finger drummers from Japan. They were killing it, but it was legendary.
Japan gang, what's happening? I fucks with all my peoples out there.
Legendary because I was able to not only just meet some legendary people, but actually spend some time with them, actually talk to them, talk about gear, talk about production, music. It was beautiful. So luckily before NAMM started, I actually ordered 100 new presses of microwave beats on vinyl. So I actually got it the week of, which was super great because I was able to sell some vinyl in person, sign it for people, and also pay it forward by giving it to those that paved the way.
And I actually thought that was really dope that she brought her vinyls there. You know what I'm saying? Because the look that Jermaine Dupri gave her, well, that was a really good look. And then what he said was really dope too. You know what I mean? Because not many people press up. And by the way, I just got word that Kendrick's gonna drop his GNX album on vinyl. You already know your boy about to get that. That's a fact.
Away from me, I was able to give my vinyl out to Roger Linn, Jermaine Dupri, Brian Michael Cox, Andy Mack, the CEO of N Music. What's up, Jack? Jimmy Jam.
Oh, here we are. We're doing a video. All right, here we are.
I like to take
Microwave beats.
That's right, just play. But I really want to shout out all my supporters that came through, showed me love, and especially those that spent the time with me to talk with me, tell me about their situation, their production needs. This experience was actually some people's first time seeing an MPC. So this is a game changer for everyone that's in the room. Shout out to everyone that purchased my vinyl. What an amazing experience. So NAMM is kind of weird this year where the schedule is a little different. I decided to go on Thursday to get my badge and come back home to get some rest. Friday was the whole AKAI day, so I spent the entire day in that room. It was jam-packed full of amazing panels and demonstrations. Saturday is when...
Yeah, I found out, I was like, wait a minute, usually NAMM ends on Sunday, but it ends on a Saturday this time. I was like, okay, man, that was a change.
When I came back and I wanted to explore everything on the floors, but I have to say, it was too much, and this was too short of a time period. NAMM, please consider bringing back NAMM Sunday, because Saturday was just too much, too fast. When they said at 5 o'clock, we're done, it's over. I'm like, wait a minute. I was at the Behringer section. I was like, I get a chance. Elementary
That's funny. I actually have that too.
Class guitar, we're going back to the basics. I got my scales and modes for my guitar.
That's a book I got at Guitar Center. When I first started playing guitar, I just, well, you know, when you start having a habit or a new hobby or something like that, you just really get involved with it and you just start buying stuff just for the sake of buying stuff. So I got all this guitar stuff and I ain't played the guitar in like a year and some change. But that's how it be though. I get it. Again, for sure, if I ain't on that list this time, I will be absent, or I'm gonna goddamn be over there in Native Instruments shit. I thought you liked the MPC. I do. But guess what? Guess who invited me? For real invited me.
The whole team.
I would expect Sarah, I would think Sarah would have a skateboard. Like she would skateboard from where she stayed to like Nail or some shit. I'm just saying. I'm just being funny. I'm being a dick, really. But yeah.
You get there at 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Anyways, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment below. If you went to NAMM this year, what is something that you saw that was really dope? The last thing
the SSL 18. SSL 18 and the Handy Tracks by Cord. Those are the two things that I would buy. But yeah, dope stuff. Make sure that you support your fellow content creators and people's channels and stuff like that. I have it linked in the description box because, you know, I'm about that. You know, whether I agree, disagree, or whatever, I want people to support their fellow content creators or, you know, the fellow people that make content on this platform, because without YouTube, man, I can only imagine when I was doing. I'll probably be robbing niggas. I ain't gonna even hold you. But yeah, that was dope. We're gonna check out another video. Shit, I ain't playing either. I'm not playing when I say that shit. I'd be damned if I work a damn 9 to 5 again. Shit. Shit, it ain't even on me to tell that story anymore. I'm tired of telling that story. Cause boy, my boss dropped me. Hey, I'm just keeping it real. I'll probably be robbing niggas. Straight up. Who gonna call the police on me? Fuck it. It would be the first time I got locked up. I'm just saying. It wouldn't even be the 7th. I'm just saying. Anyways. He's like, man, this man be laughing a lot. Is he crazy? Think of the Joker. Just think of the Joker. But how am I gonna start this video? Yeah, this is me contemplating. This is exactly what happens when I'm making my content too. So again, AKAI was at NAMM and I missed it. I just I wasn't gonna spend that $1,300 on that ticket, bro. Look, man, I'm a broke ass nigga. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck, a bean. You know what I'm saying? A nigga broke. But Sarah2ill covered the panel with Just Blaze, Roger Linn, Jimmy Jam, Andy Mack, and if I forget Jermaine Dupri, I don't want to forget Jermaine because I eventually will meet up with him one day and he gonna be like, oh, so you got smoke for me? But anyways, we're gonna check it out. Link in the description box. Make sure you support your fellow content creators. Let's get it.
That's right. All the music we all make.
How's the audio, gang?
Is someone who
chat. How's the audio?
Of everything, and I have the honor.
I bet Nam was really good. It looked like it was amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, I need women like that. I need women like that to support yo niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Support the niggas that be in the street grinding. God damn it. I want to hear it like that from the women. Damn it. Or one woman, hell, shit. I'm just saying.
Roger!
You're stupid.
Brian Michael Cox.
Woo!
We have the legendary Jermaine Dupri.
Let's go!
Now that I think about it, all these folks have worked with each other on the same album, that same Usher Confessions album. Just Blaze had a mean one on there. Brian Michael Cox, of course, JD. My Way is like my favorite Usher album of all time. You know what I'm saying? I was in high school when that came out. You know, a brother was feeling himself, was dressing better. You know what I mean? Could find clothes that could fit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Hey. One more time. Like what? Why? What made you? Stop! I don't want to throw this out, but I really got questions for this guy right here, for real.
Yes.
Jimmy Jam for that drum loop. Yeah, that was a disgusting drum loop. Ask Vernon Simpson, but yeah.
What made you make them sounds like this?
Well, yeah, it's. I didn't really know it was going to be that successful, and the sounds were just the sounds that we thought were popular at the time. But it's interesting, Jermaine, we were just talking backstage.
Oh yeah, your boy Mcree. I'm not as old, but bro, I know my history. I know what my people that have done for music. You know what I'm saying? So ask Vernon Simpson and Juicy. Bruh, and then, of course, clearly, it was resampled and repurposed with Notorious B.I.G. And the other day, and I hate to stop it like this, I had to think about this jump, man, because I was going to the gym to lift weights, and I was like, man, you know, I want to hear some Biggie, man, you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy how I just looked up the Notorious B.I.G. album, and he technically only had 2 albums, dog. 2 albums. That's crazy, dog. Thinking about that, it just make you feel some type of way. Come on.
Are sounds, and we put judgments on them. We call them, some sounds good, we call some sounds bad. But I would assert that the reason that people think the MPC sound good is because of the work of these people, the artists, who created music with them. And so people, then they hear these sounds and they say, oh, that sounds good. Well, I think they're thinking of the songs that you've all created. And it reminds them of a good feeling they had because of the quality of the music. And so I think it's largely the artists who use the machines that created the good sounds, and not so much anything I did. I mean, I made the best sounds I could, but they were...
Thank you.
Drum machines was Akitaro Kakahashi, the founder of Roland, who first made the A-Stone drum machine, and then so many great drum machines. And it's interesting, a lot of people say to me, I invented the drum machine. Well, I didn't. It existed for a long time before. I just added a few things that made it better, including the sampled sounds and a better system of
Yeah, it's crazy too, because the imagination of the Linn drum or whatnot, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm kind of jaded on getting one, but me knowing the history of the Linn drum in itself and how many records that I personally rock with, it's kind of hard. You know, it was crazy too. That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to go to now. I was like, I want to see what the smoke is going to be like for Behringer, or is it going to be smoke, or you know what I'm saying? Because this name was special. I kind of hate that I missed it. Said it would kill any MPC out. It's crazy.
MG. There were drum machines that had.
Hey, this joint is on sale. I'm gonna sell this one right here. Y'all can have fun struggling with this. Y'all can have fun struggling with this ASR X Pro.
But it was so programmability was, when you think it was kind of obvious. If people bought a drum machine, they knew that the drum beats weren't very good. They wanted to make their own. But I think it was this is a quick anecdote. I first made a prototype of a drum machine on a computer and it had a screen for programming. And I went down to Stevie Wonder to show it to him. And obviously he's a sightless person. Yeah. And I saw, this makes no sense. It's a visual instrument for people who play music. Why do they have to go through this mental translation layer to play music? They can tap it out just fine. So that's when I came up with a real-time programming system and created quantization and swing that really helped in those efforts. But still, you could play it in real time, and it was largely because of that experience of seeing Stevie Wonder.
That's what's up. Shout out to Stevie.
Hold on. Could we just acknowledge the fact that he said, yeah, I came up with a system that was quantization.
Right.
Something that we take for granted every day, every doors and our drum machines. That came out of his brain.
Yes. You did that.
So Jimmy, when you started to use like Linn drum, when did that kind of really start to become like a whole kind of figure around your sound? Like, did you hear it on someone else's record, or did that just, you started hearing these sounds on other people's records? How did you discover the drum machine?
Well, yo, this nigga right here though, you know I gotta do it. This nigga gotta be so uncomfortable. Look, he don't even have he can't even get his stand right. He's just like mad close. I wonder what his POV looked like. I'm just saying. Like, all right, we done roasting. Okay, we done for a second.
And to make the distinction,
and that was at 420 too. Funny enough.
Thank you, sir.
Was Prince, because all of those early Prince records were all LM1 records. So that's how we were familiar with the idea of. And then when the newer version came out, which was the Linn drum, the thing we loved about it so much was, first of all, I was a drummer. So the idea of a drum machine and making beats was very natural to me. And, but I love the fact that you could switch the sound, the little, whatever they're called, chips or whatever. You could change them to make different sounds. And probably the first album that we used it on extensively was Janet's Control album. And pretty much every beat on that album is all Linn drum. It's just that we're changing the chips to make the sounds sound different. And it was.
I did not know that you can change the chips on the Linn drum. I did not know that. It's crazy. That is crazy. That Jimmy Jam shared that. There are two drum machines that I like. Like if I was to get a hold of them, and boy, would they be the most expensive ones. It's the Uberheim DMX. All the classic Run DMC shit. You know what I'm saying? DMX. And then of course the Linn drum. Prince, you feel me? Because that's my reason why I'm have this obsession with purple, you know what I'm saying, and pink. Go ahead and say what y'all want in the chat in the comment section. It is what it is. Fuck y'all.
Obviously revolutionary in the way that that record was able to be made because of the sounds and the machine that he invented.
Justin, when did you pick up an LM1?
All right, so I had to fake it till I made it, until I could afford it.
Right.
Because I'm probably the youngest guy on here on the panel, right? So a lot of I cut my teeth on a lot of research and just going back and just figuring out what was what. I probably got, to be honest, I've had Linn drum since I was really a kid. I didn't get my LM1 until like 2 years ago. And I just
so you paid for that.
To get like the best one, not knowing that it was the best one. Because there was the Rev 1 and then there's the Rev 2, but the Rev 1.5 still has the engraved buttons, has all the clock sync options, but still, it has the best of the Rev 1 and the Rev 2. I didn't know that. I just found a dude on Reverb. And he was letting it go for a decent price. And I was like, all right, I can afford that. I won't have to eat ramen for too long. So I got it. And then I sent it to
Shout out to people shout out to niggas that got men purses. Like, shout out to that.
a friend of mine. And I sent the picture to a friend of mine. And he's like, yo, turn that around. And I'm like, why? All right. Sent him a picture of the back. He's like, you had the rarest revision of the LM1 to exist. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I had to jump on Google and figure that out after the fact. So, you know, like, that said, I've been a student of Rogers pretty much since the beginning of my career. My first professional machine ever was a ASR 10 because that's what RZA used, and it was 1993. And
so you was a weirdo.
I got an internship when I was like 15, 16 at the Cutting Room Studios in Manhattan. And I got to watch all these guys coming in and out, and they were all using MPC 3000s, 60s.
And don't get it twisted. Man, look, I ain't got a lot of hate for like ASR users or anything like that. Don't get it twisted or whatnot. I just, with this X Pro, I ain't gonna even hold you. There are things that I enjoy about it. I like some of the wonky shit about it. But then I start thinking about certain things when it comes to sequencing and all that other stuff, man, it's a pain in the ass. So sometimes you lose samples and stuff like that too. I think me and MG actually talked about it, and then we watched Don Cannon get down on the ASR X Pro or whatnot, whatever it's called. But dude, I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. I will miss it, but it's gotta go. It's gotta go. So y'all better be looking out for it. It's probably gonna be the cheapest one on eBay soon.
And whatnot, I guess that's what I need to use. And I just happened to find a 60 that was signed by this guy.
ASR people are the weirdest people on planet Earth, but you know, they definitely make some of the hardest bops.
Amazing.
So name the people that make beats on the ASR, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
I mean, recently, yes, you know, but you know, my first drum machine was an MPC 3000. It was my first time ever using an actual drum machine. But as of recent years, like No Idea, who we're all friends of, he has a studio up the way in LA that's all this vintage gear. And I remember I went to book some time there, and I was like, yo, bring me the LM1, bring me all it, bring me everything. And I just need a day to get, you know what I mean, to learn it. And so yeah, I did that. I just recently I've been able to like put my hands on one.
Yeah.
You know?
Jermaine?
Yeah, no, I was too young. But I remember going to the studio and seeing it. They used to have like an emulator and a Linn drum. And it's like, you can't afford this shit. Like, that's what it was like. These two pieces, you can't afford it. It seemed like it was like $50,000 too back then. It seemed like it was so far away. But I remember looking at the Linn.
Shit, it might as well be, dog. If I was to go on eBay right now, and don't get it twisted, the reason why people have ridiculous prices, and I'm going to talk about it in the video because I didn't think about it until I started selling shit on eBay. The reason why you see such ridiculous prices, especially now, eBay treats the marketplace different. Like, one, they try to hold your money for like forever. They hold your money hostage, period. That shit is annoying. Secondly, they take a lot more money out of your sale than they used to back in the day. And last but not least, when you combine those things together, that's why you get gear that is jacked up in prices just to get a profit. You feel me? And if you're selling anything that's current, dog, you're just gonna have to hold that L. You know what I'm saying? So that's why vintage gear is usually jacked up on eBay.
Drum, and I remember seeing them pull the chips out and all of this. I didn't know what was going on, but I remember it.
How old were you at that time?
I probably was 13. And it's just like I remember the emulator because I used to try to tell them to sample stuff and they didn't do it the way I wanted to. That's what forced me to want to be a producer. It was like, but the emulator used to be like this you could sample in this, right? And that's why I remember.
Yeah, they 0% my butt. They used to take out. eBay used to take out their money after your sales, but you got your money first. Like after the sale, like someone bought your shit, you got your money immediately. So that means that you was able to handle, like if you have free shipping or something like that, now it's not even worth it to do free shipping because, dude, you're gonna have to pay that out of your pocket. Like if you don't have pockets going into selling stuff on eBay, dude, you're gonna hold a massive L, dude. I think I've lost more money on selling my gear on eBay than I have made money. Now, and granted, I made money. It's just not what I expected it to be, like how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And that happens to deal with, that has to do with the fact that all them dickheads during 2020, you know, everybody was at home. So all the scammers, they had a field day selling PS5s for, you know, $1,200. If that was the cheapest price back then. And they were selling PS5 boxes for $600 and people were thinking they was buying a PS5. So that's why they changed the policy, and that kind of pisses me off. But, you know, granted, man, you know, someone always got to fuck shit up. Yeah, I should have did Facebook Marketplace, but, you know, Facebook, man, they scammed me out of money on plenty of times, man. Like, they ain't no better. Nobody's really good at this shit. It's just, I don't know, fuck it.
Remember when I used to go to the studio?
So Jimmy, like, obviously your collection of records, did you have any kind of like certain production tips of how you was processing the Linn drum sounds?
No, I mean, to me, it was just what we did back in that day was everything we recorded was the analog tape. And the thing I would do, or we would do, myself and Terry, we would record everything really way too loud on the tape. And we always used to love the way it sounded when you just took those sounds and just smashed them. And we recorded the control album. We were the engineers on the control album. We recorded everything way too loud. And that was a lesson from Prince, because Prince would always record with everything in the red. We later on learned that our machines were set up.
Just start showing you a fool.
It was a mistake. But when you listen to the control record, the reason it jumped out at you on the radio was because of the little distortion that was in there. And that was something that Prince taught us. He said, always put a little bit of distortion because it makes it sound louder to people. So that was definitely a technique we used. But it was so easy to get around the Linn drum. The other thing I liked about it was because it had pads. I would make a loop sometimes, but then I do like my own fills and my own stuff. Just
in before the, well, actually, head ass niggas that's gonna be in the comment section. Well, actually, when you do reel to reel, it does this to +5 and -5 4, and you know the distortion is at asymmetrical 5/8. Those type niggas, man. I hate those type niggas, man. I swear to God. But keep preaching, brother.
Freehand, and that way everything had a live feel to it. You know, when something would happen once in a song but not make again, that kind of thing was really important. So the spontaneity of being able to work like that was very, I love that.
Can I hijack for 1 second? I didn't mean to turn you on. The fills on that, were those played live, or was that through the?
No, I mean it was programmed. Yeah, no, we programmed it, but I mean I played it like live, and then
that's what I'm saying. Like, you played that live.
Oh yeah.
On reel to reel tape, that's crazy.
But once again, I started off as a drummer, so that was so for me it was very natural to do that. I never thought of things like because it wasn't about seeing the music at that point. It was just kind of hearing it. So for me, I was always, you know.
The reason I asked is that was the first time, even as a little kid, like 4, but that I heard something.
And also that's why I know the well actually head ass niggas, they got their YouTube channels and it be popping because they will actually their way into shit. You know, it's kind of like the well actually head ass nigga that did the the Alchemist. He was talking about the Alchemist. Why does the music sound scary? Well, actually, and I'm like, bro, like, okay. Anyways, they have their place, but I almost forgot my damn thought. But when I listen to these guys talk or whatnot, man, they're not well actually head ass niggas, dog. They're just more like, I just did it because it sounded good. You know what I'm saying? And that's always gonna be the most important thing, dog. Does it sound good, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares about the frequency if the curve has more asymmetrical distortion at the top end of the high end and stuff like that, bro? If it doesn't sound good, bro, who gives a shit about the explanation? I mean, the well actually type videos, you know, even though I do well actually type shit, you know, I just do hood well actually type shit. You know what I'm saying? It just all matters. All that matters is if it sounds good and what was the vibe at the moment, you know? That's all that really matters.
That I could tell wasn't a live actual musician, but felt like one, and it got me curious as to how that happened.
No, that was definitely part of the technique. But that was the great thing about drum machines because, you know, we talked about, you know, quantize. You could quantize stuff, but you could also not do it. And so you could make it keep that live feel. And that for us was important because we always wanted our records to sound like a performance, meaning that it was happening in the spur of the moment, and that was really important to be able to do.
Well, it's called bit crushing, and
Roger.
That is at 8.5. Well, actually, True Lion. Well, actually, MG the Future. Well, actually, RG.
To design the next evolution of that drum machine and then kind of take it into the world.
That's how we gonna do it from now on, dog. Well, actually, I know I'm gonna put dot.
The Linn first, and then the Linn drum, and then there was a drum machine called the Linn 9000. And that had its merits, but it's when I thought I had to be a businessman and hire other people to do the design.
Busy Word Peace don't be sounding like that. But he do be trying to be the well actually type nigga, dog.
Too expensive and
like, man, relax a little bit, man. Have fun with this shit.
That's what brought the company.
Like music, especially hip hop, ain't about the well actually. You know what I'm saying?
I was never good at that. I hated the idea of having a company.
According to my calculations. Then they have a perfect spectrogram or something. By my hypotheses.
SYCO.
Like, comment, subscribe, and check out my DistroKid and Patreon for more facts about Jay Dilla and his snare while I do it in FL Studio. Because if Jay Dilla was live, he was like, man, stop disrespecting this man, dog. And get you a 3000 and really find out, nigga.
Very good audio and production designers and marketing and all that stuff. All the things that I was horrible at. So
I don't mean to interrupt Roger Linn, dog, but real talk though. I remember when I did the Jay Dilla video and I had so much of the hypotheses and well, actually, they're not right. You're not right because if Jay Dilla was alive, he'd be, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, you don't know, man, that nigga Jay Dilla was alive, he wouldn't be around you, my guy. What are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? like read the room. Go over there and talk your dumb shit while you're trying to figure out what we already know over here. You know what I'm saying?
Very nice collaboration. And so at first they said that we'd like to take. There was a product I had been working.
This hip hop right over here. You know what I mean?
Never released. Hip
hop and R&B ain't about the asymmetrical.
Basically, similar to the Linn 9000.
It's about feeling, my nigga.
Pad format of 4x4 pads.
Okay.
And it was kind of interesting. It was a rack mount device, but you pull the panel off, and then you could have a.
And before someone say Roger Linn is well actually in the game, dog, he earned his right to be a well actually head ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's that. He's him.
Something like that, and play it with the illusion that all the electronics was inside, but it was just a control panel. Anyway, so they said we'd like to take a lot of your engineering from that. And I said, well, that sounds fine, but I think probably there's a few of the things I do right now. And I think I would say in summary, one of the things that perhaps that helps the MPC's success, there's so many different things, but one of them is I made the assumption that all the people who would buy it are as impatient as I am.
And you was right, Roger. There's a lot of impatient folk over here. That's a fact. That's a big fact, bro.
They just want to, if they have a musical idea, they want to get it down on tape or in memory right now. And they don't want to be faced with all kinds of technical hurdles. And so I've always been a big advocate for great ease of use. And in fact, on the MPCs, I even put a help button.
I had to speed up a little bit.
Hey. And because I remember all those times when I wanted to record something as an MPC.
Actually, I don't like it sped up.
I found myself 2 hours later reading manuals. And so the MPC, what I tried to do was set it up so that when you take out the box and put in a floppy disk and turn the power on, it loads everything up automatically. You can immediately just press play and you hear beats. Or if you want to record a beat, you just select an MP sequence, and all the settings for the quantization, the swing, all that stuff were just set the way most people want them. You didn't have to set it up first and like.
So basically, he's telling you that off top, this is where on the modern day MPCs you have these different templates and stuff like that. So he was just showing like on the original MPC that there were templates and stuff like that. I mean, you have to. Man, I just want my MPC. I will retire from buying gear if I can get a damn Mark II, the MPC 60 Mark II. That's it. That's all I fucking want, dog. Straight up.
It would just work, and so that's been a big driving force. But a lot of it was timing too. The whole new musical genre of hip hop was just emerging at that point, and it happened to be a very good fit. And boy, in my life, I've had a whole lot of lucky coincidences of timing, which helped a whole lot. So.
No, it's obviously with the whole, like,
that's not luck, that's destiny.
With the New Jack Swing, the whole Teddy Riley period as well, of him really turning up the quantize and the swing on that.
He was supposed to be there too, by the way.
For me, all of these genres would never have happened if it wasn't for your design,
Jay Dillon was marvelous. He used swing and quantization and lack of quantization in ways that I never would have imagined. Right. When I first would hear Dillon recordings, I'd think, it sounds like a bad drummer. People were playing with these.
Y'all niggas here, Roger Linn? Y'all hear it? This nigga, right? And so all y'all that was talking about I was wrong in my myth video, I want y'all niggas to apologize right now. Especially all y'all actually niggas. Y'all better apologize today. God damn it. Shit.
Exact style of bad drumming. But it was actually just a new style. And I listened to it now. That's a great
well, actually, Rashid.
But anyway, it's an interesting concept as a product designer who doesn't have the talent that he's showing. I like to use the expression, I can make the brush, but it's the artist who decides what to paint with it. And Dilla surprised me. Sampling Luke surprised me. When I first made the MPC 60, I remember being at a NAMM show, and the MPC 60 had a whopping 26 seconds.
Robbie, cool, man.
26. Yeah. And somebody said to me, could I have more sampling time? I said, how much? I said, 2 or...
Did bro say that they had a NAMM? Damn, NAMM's been around that long? Damn, that's crazy.
3 minutes. So what would you use that?
Also, side note, Just Blaze is rocking. Oh, hold on. Just Blaze is rocking. I held on to my pair of Jordans. Damn, I can't even talk. Of J's like this. I had them for a long time, boy, and I ended up just throwing them. No, I think an ex-girlfriend was hating on my ass, and she threw them away.
Because I assumed they just wanted to make drum sounds. I said, I'd like to take an entire measure or 2 measures of a record and use that as a basis for a song. Why would you want to do that? It's just, you have no idea. Styles change, and that's what the artist does in our culture. The artist just makes a vector and knows what should be done and makes that vector, and everybody follows him. And I can try my best to predict it, but and sometimes I have lucky coincidences, but it always surprises me.
Amazing. Great. So, Jermaine, when did you discover the MPC, and what was your first one?
I think it was like 1991. I think it was like I said, I went through this era where I had a Ensoniq EPS, and the Ensoniq I think went out of business, and I had to get a W30, and I was just working with these workstations, and I kept trying to find the best workstation, and the guy at Rhythm City Guitar Center, he called.
That man said Rhythm City. He is really an ATLian. Only real ones know about that. I used to beg my dad to go there, bro. Real fucking talk.
Me and told me that I should try this MP out, and I went, and it was like, you know, this will do everything that the EPS will do, and it'll do everything that the W30 can do. But you like you said, the sample time wasn't that long, so I think I made Crisscross album using the W30 and the MP together, and then I started learning how to trick the MP by speeding the samples up and sampling it and getting the entire sample in there in a quicker time, and then slowing it down to make it. But that's just a lot of work. But you know, that's the things that was going through. But yeah, I think it was like 91 right there.
Justin, what about you? What was the first MPC?
That man call him Justin.
My first MPC, all of them. No, so the first one that I bought was a 62, which according to legend of who I bought it from was actually used to sequence a bunch of Slick Rick's second album. But that provenance didn't come back. I didn't get word of that until after I had already sold it. And I was like, ah. But yeah, so it was a 62. Then I saved up enough money to get a 3000. And then I just literally bought every one after that. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know, I feel like I cut my teeth learning the Roland JS30, which was a scam. That's a whole other conversation.
This man said, that man said scam was such a passion. God damn. Altruwest saw this video, was like, man, I'm inspired. Here he goes again. I know, dog. I know, MG.
It's that scam rhymes with Jam Man. And then after that, yeah, no, it was MPCs from there on out. You know, and even after, you know, Roger and part of
Roland can't catch a break, bruh.
Was doing other things. The children of that original design. And to this day, like,
according to my calculations, it was a scam.
Logic now, right? But I still keep my Logic templates set up as if I was using an MP. You know, old habits die hard.
I would say that Teddy Riley era too, right? The syncopation on the MP and the quantize that you talk about, that also was a reason why they was pushing me towards that, you know, because Teddy was my idol, so I was making a lot of beats I was trying to make these new Jack Swing beats, and Teddy beats was the sync was so perfect, right? It was like almost over perfect. And
triplets, baby. It's called triplets.
It didn't even have that. It didn't have
the R70s
would do that. I couldn't get it to do anything like that. So the first MP.
Yo, he's definitely not about to talk about the 5000.
That was in there, and that was what we was chasing. Definitely.
Yeah. No, completely. So Jimmy,
I just realized I did actually the hell out of Bolo, man. So I do apologize, Bolo, the producer. Even though, you know, I agree with what he was saying. I did. Well, actually, I actually the hell out of him during his video.
Moving from like the Linn period, when did you introduce the MPC into your production? Because we were chatting about this last night.
Yeah. So for me, the MPC, I mean, we had the 60, we had the 62, like you're talking about. The 3000 though was the one I think for us that really got me hooked into it. And for me, you had to learn how to do it in a different way. I had to think about it differently. But luckily we had some drum programmer guys that helped us out a lot. We had a guy named Alex Richburg out of New York who knew how to really work it well. And then we had these young brothers, the Avila brothers. And the Avila brothers, okay, we got some testimony. I see you.
Old heads in the building.
Also, Izzy in particular, he just was like the wizard on that machine. So what happened was, I remember this one day, I would always just use it just as a drum machine. I didn't use it as a sampler to loop it or to even record instruments into. And I remember one day they set it up for me, and it was like a weekend, and they just said, you're gonna make a song today, and you're going to have to use just the machine to record. Don't put it on the analog tape or whatever, just use the machine. And so I said, okay, so in order to do something really simple, I just put these chords in. I went boom, 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 right? Then I put a little bass part, boom, 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 right?
He talking, no way. I didn't even realize he made that joint, man. That's like one of my favorite Janet joints. No way.
And then I put the beat, and the beat was just supposed to be right? I couldn't figure out how to make it swing. So it just was this kind of straight beat, and I was so pissed off. So the next day I came in, and they said, did you make a beat? And I said, yeah, but I can't make it swing. And they were like, oh. And there it was. And that song turned into Got Till It's Gone for Janet. And that was my first experience of actually recording like that and actually using the machine the way it was intended to be used. So thanks to the Avila brothers, thanks to Alex Richburg, and thanks to you, we had a hit that combined Joni Mitchell, Q-Tip, and
I was just about to say it. I was like, damn, I thought Q-Tip was the one that did the drum arrangements on that joint. But I didn't realize that it was him that came up with the very idea of the chord progression. I was like, damn. But yeah, that's like one of my favorite Janet Jackson joints, man, for real. Boy, I've been listening to the hell out of some. Boy, man, shout out. Man, let me know in the chat comment section, what is your favorite 90s R&B joint, man? Like, for real. And truth be told, like, I'm not going to tell them myself, but I've been listening. Someone put me on to a lot of the R&B of today. A lot of the R&B right now is actually cold as shit, for real. Like, I mean, I know Chris Brown is always going to be killing things, you feel me? But I didn't realize there was so many different people, you know what I'm saying, that were that dope. I mean, Kendra's GNX album let me know how serious SZA was. Like, I just went back and started listening to SZA's music and was like, damn, man, like, she's cold as hell. Like, how in the hell is she not as big as, you feel me? You start to think about that. Summer Walker, you know? There's a lot of modern day music that's really good that's just overshined by a lot of gibberish, you know what I mean? And it's crazy. I just hate that for it. Anything Jodeci? For sure. Clap it up, clap it up. That man said, I'll be sure.
Jermaine, what's
Keith Sweat?
What's your most memorable song?
We going into the 80s.
For you?
Jump is the first record I made on the MP.
Oh, Jump. Okay, the Linn Collins joint or Funky Worm.
I got samples going everywhere, and it's just like I think I was just so happy that I had found a machine that I could just like do whatever. But I also was. I don't even know why I chopped the sample because nobody told me to do that. But I was just
real talk. When I first touched down in Atlanta, Criss Cross was blowing up. And when I tell you, I was like, man, I'm never leaving Georgia. I'm never leaving Georgia. And so far, it's true. Look, we're going to see. I don't think I'm ever going to leave Georgia ever. But when Jump came out, dog, everybody wearing their clothes backwards. Everybody was bumping that shit like it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was on lock. I seen Jermaine Dupri, and when he got to the point where he had Jagged Edge, man, listen, and I'm snitching, telling whatever, what's on my mind or whatever, but I recommend anybody to kind of dive into Jermaine Dupri's R&B bag, and there's some gems. There's some gems over there, dog, for real. But I don't think I had to tell y'all that.
It's like I said, I was just in sample heaven in this machine, and that song, basically, I made the entire song inside the MP. There's nothing else going on. Like, all the sounds is coming out of that.
And fun fact, I was a bodyguard for the Twins. I was a bodyguard for the Twins too, of Jagged Edge. For those who don't know, yeah, your boy Av was doing stuff. And, I was in these streets for real.
One machine, and I could just sit there and write, because you're like, you write songs. The way I write songs, I write the entire song. So if I'm writing the entire song, I put it in song mode, and then in different parts of the verses, the beats is changing and all of this type of stuff. And I was just amazed that the machine would actually allow me to do this. Like, I could just sit there and do this, and I wouldn't.
Yeah, I used to have a big crush on the brat.
I was actually too young.
I have a thing for tomboy ass women.
So I had to like be in my room.
I ain't gonna lie, your boy Ab be looking at. I like them all.
You can't go nowhere. I ain't have no car. I was too young to drive. All of this type of stuff. So I'm just learning how to work this machine inside there. And that one song, that jump, that song that basically was like me saying this machine can't break. By the way, that's what it was like. The Sonic was broke. I was just praying to God that this machine was
Sarah2ill.
And then the 3000 came, and Jimmy, like you just said,
I'm sus for liking tomboy ass chicks. What are you talking about, bro? Look, the females in the dog. I want y'all to look back at women from the 90s. 80s on back and look at the women now, the way they dress now. Dog, you can't tell me that women back in the 90s weren't hitting different. I'm just saying. It's unmatched beauty versus whatever the hell we got going on now and baby hairs. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Jump around, but I gotta find out what's inside that 3000.
Yes.
It's something in there, I swear to you. It's different than every machine I've...
Here we go. There's something in there. He's trying to prove a point. Is it analog? Head ass nigga.
And nothing, when the beat comes out of that 3000, it hits them speakers in a different way.
Bless each one.
Bless. I swear, I don't know. There's something in there. It's something.
I think it's.
You could do the mic, Richard.
Oh, sorry. I have to compliment the AKAI company because they did do very good audio engineering on it, and a gentleman named David Cockrell designed the chip for that, and the tuning on it was very good sounding for the time. But a lot of it was what I said earlier, and I think that had it not been used by such great artists like you guys, I don't think people would think it sounds as good as it does, because we're associating with the quality of the music that was produced with it. And the same thing with Prince. It's like, as I say, Prince was my marketing department in my first company.
That man Jermaine Dupri was trying to get on his. Well, actually,
do a Prince record.
I'm gonna.
And he used it.
That man Jermaine Dupri was trying to get on his. Well, actually, you know, I was right about the 3000, and I'm gonna get Roger Linn to confirm it. You know, it is analog. You know.
Creatively, you know. Sometimes I like to say,
couldn't resist,
we
bro.
make the music that the machines or the instruments want us to make. You know, if we were all making music
and Brian Michael Cox is like, damn, this nigga won't let this shit go, dog. this man Brian Michael Cox is like, this nigga won't let this shit go, dog. He got to win every argument. I know him, man. I hate. Boy, I ain't gonna never meet Jermaine. Jermaine gonna look at me and he gonna swing on me. He gonna be like, you know, unlike Sarah2ill. You know why Sarah was performing? It wasn't your bitch ass. That's why, nigga. That's why.
the previous century, or even a century before that, we'd be making music with violins and clarinets and things like that. But the machines now, they excel at certain things, and they allow us to go down paths that are very creative. But they are the paths that the machines kind of want us to make. Drum machines want us to make beats, obviously. And
yeah, I mean, I'm not getting in. I'm actually more involved with the chat than anything when it comes to this. I'm not in. But anyways, this man said Av love chicks with finger waves, but no baby hairs. I mean, I saw a chick today. She had finger waves. I was like, damn, dog. That just took me at. When I first actually, when I moved to the A, because you know my dad, he's born and raised, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't just females with damn finger waves. It wasn't just women with finger waves. I hate to say females and males. That shit be pissing me off. But there was dudes with finger waves. I was looking like, bro, I don't know if I can get with this. What is this? You know what I'm saying? And if you already know, if you know, you know how they be clowning Atlanta people, Atlanta niggas in general. You know, they always got something to say about us, but stuff like that don't help. That and the man purses. I'm just saying.
That happens to be a great thing because the nature of popular music is it's all.
You Googling Atlanta niggas in the 90s speaker waves?
Unaware of contemporary music. I'm 69. What is the eternal part of that?
Yes. Andy definitely was looking like, man, I do not want to go through this whole bullshit about which is which.
We all get together and dance, and when we dance to a metronome, well, we have some very good metronome.
And, you know, I ain't gonna act like I ain't plugged in a little bit, but this is one thing is that Andy was like, man, I hope one of these niggas do not ask for talking about the better sound, this shit, and all that. That was one of his things, bro. I'm snitching, God damn it. I'm snitching. I'm a bitter producer. Well, actually, I'm just saying that the sound, yeah.
I mean that in a good way.
No. I wanted to point something out to people. So, for those of you that mostly all of you, much younger than me, but I used to be in a group called The Time. Y'all remember the song 777? So you know that drum beat in that song is a Linn drum. Okay, there's a drummer named David Garibaldi, the drummer in Tower of Power. He programmed that beat, and more. That was Morris's favorite drummer, David Garibaldi. Okay, this is a Linn drum, y'all. I know we say Jay Levine on the song, but it's a Linn drum. Okay, so just this gentleman right here, I just want to call that out.
That's right.
Okay, so I got one other question. I think I've heard
Right.
That's right, head ass nigga that's recording this video. But I'm just messing with you, Sarah. You know I love you.
So
no, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
When you was using the 808 Jimmy,
yes.
So
yes.
But they said that in the 808, Roger, they said that the 808 had this roll because that's how the lights or something, right? The lights would go, and when it would get to the end, it would roll around, and that's why the 808 would hit so hard, right? And I was wondering if that is a true statement, because I'm thinking that's what you put inside this 3000.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like something. Is that a true statement about the 808?
I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. You mean the button where it's like no repeat?
Well, I think because it's you know, the lights on the 808 they go all the way, they move all the way down.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
I mean, I didn't get a chance to use it like that, but they move all the way down, and then it shows the actual loop of the beat, right?
Oh, I see, because the lights go sequentially.
Yeah, and they say when it gets to the end, it turns around, and that's what gives it the thrust of the 808.
I don't think so. It's just.
Thank you. Thank you, nigga. Damn. Thank you.
Lights right after it. It's just more lights. You didn't want to make it too wide. You know, that's the thing I was saying earlier about my experience in taking my original prototype of Stevie Wonder. I think
who knows, man? He's been stuck on this argument forever.
A sense of time to tap things out or play pads because it allowed them to play mathematically. You know? But my experience once again is that
would be funny as hell if he did take his mic though. Just like why he kept on asking that question. You know damn well he wasn't gonna do that, man. Like this is all about the look, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. We all know that Jermaine's gonna continuously say that the 3000 sound this, that, and the third and all this. Man, the sound, look, the right question is how would you sample when you sample your 808? How are you sampling it? Because if it just comes straight off the disc and it's a sample, then that don't mean shit. Now, if you sample that sumbitch inside of the 3000, dog, like the Roger Linn MPCs, here I go. I'm on my actually shit myself, dog. When you sample stuff inside of the 3000, it's different. It's just what it is. Sampling inside of the new MPCs, it doesn't have what the preamp on the back. That's what it is. That's the one thing that me and EA Ski was talking about. He's like, man, I'm trying to tell you. I was like, okay, now I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Because the 3000, the 60, they both had the switch on the back of it. It had 3 different modes. And that was because it was meant for guitar players, by the way. So you had the preamps. Yes, I'm on my well, actually, bro. So if you're sampling a TR-808 and you can and again, distortion, given the headroom, dude, it's gonna sound different. You know, there's no video that needs to be done to prove that, because it's a fact. When you sample it, if you're sampling inside of the damn 3000 and the 60, dog, it's different. Especially the 60, because the 60 is 12-bit. So, yeah. And then not to mention, when you convert files on the 3000 and all the, well, if depending on wherever you, if you're doing it in sound file format, it's going to be 22.1 kilohertz or something like that. So yeah, it's going to sound different now. So here you go, Jermaine. Here you go. Here you go. That's my well, actually. Yes, the converter, if we're going to talk about converters, it's that damn preamp, bro. I'm telling you. And I think they brought it back on the 4000. I do believe they brought it back as a premium feature on the 4000.
Trying to make musical instruments for musicians who can already play. And if they could already tap it in, then why not just let them tap it into the metronome? But at the same time, once again, Roland did a great job. And I have to commend Roland and Takahashi, the founder, that they pursued their own path even after I came out with sampling machines. They didn't immediately try to copy it. They added creativity to analog sounds and their step-time programming system. And that's very much valued. There's a lot of great records that have been created with that as well. So they both have value.
Raj, you seem to be, you understand, you accept your accolades, but you're not very precious with your achievements.
What?
You've allowed companies to...
What? Does this man want problems, bro?
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Bro, does he not want peace? Does he not want peace? Thank you so much for the sub. He does not want peace, man. Just Blaze, yo. That's the New Yorker, bro. That's the New Yorker in him. Salute to all the people that's subbing.
Do what you want to do with it. Like, I have friends who've contacted you and you're like, yeah, just change the name. And you're just happy to march to the beat of your own drum, and I admire that. I respect that, because some lesser cultured folks might try to just, handle that differently, to say the least.
Yo, less cultured folks. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean, Just? Just Blaze, yo. You gotta love a dude like Just Blaze, man. Come on. That's the New Yorker, bro. That's what I love about my people from New York, and that's what I love about my brothers from the West Coast, man. They're not gonna play, they ain't gonna play the middleman shit. They gonna say it, and they gonna say it in the way that they wanna say it, dog. That's culture folk.
What are you looking forward to doing next? Because the thing that I keep, the consistent thing that I always see with you is, what are you doing?
Andy does have a face, though. Andy, that is Andy's. You're pissing. You gotta be on edge, bro.
After that, what do you want to do after all of this? You've done everything.
Yeah, but I've done some stuff. I don't know if I've done everything.
You've done enough.
Well, what I'm doing now with my company is I make an instrument that I call an instrument. I managed to stick my name into every product name. By the way, I was thinking about once make a modulation processor.
Yo, MG.
No, I made this instrument called an instrument, and I've been making it for about 10 years now.
Andy's a glazer.
And what they do is they bring the expressiveness of acoustic instruments to electronic sound. So, for example, you can play this keyboard, and it looks like it's like 200 small drum pads that are 200 small drum pads that are finger size. But if you wiggle your finger, you get a vibrato, and if you slide to another note, you get a pitch bend like on a guitar, and you can have polyphonic pressure, polyphonic pitch bends, and even if you tilt your finger forward and backward, you can change the tempo.
I ain't gonna even hold you all that MPE stuff, man. And mind you, much respect to Roger Linn, because he, you know, I believe he is that dude when it comes to MPE, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, chat, comment section. He is that guy that made it. I'm not sold on it, dog. I'm just, you know, I guess if I was more of that type of person that was into that, and I'm not gonna take away from this dude. Look, I'm not gonna. I don't want people to think I'm just trying to hate on the Linn instrument or different things that use MPE, dog. But when I see people wiggling their fingers and shit, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I did see a demonstration not too long ago. If I'm not mistaken, it was on Sonic State's channel or whatever. You know, I was bored one day and I ended up wanting to watch some of their content. And dude was really getting busy with that. But I'm just not sold. I'm not sold on it, but I respect that, you know, homie's the one that came up with that. You know what I mean? No, the D-beam is fire. The rolling D-beam, that shit was fire. I ain't gonna even hold you. It's just, you know, it is. I ain't gonna go there. MG, you ain't about to do. Don't get me started, dog. Don't get me started. Andy back into the chat.
This is something that I miss in an old-fashioned way.
Yeah, the 505, 909. Yeah.
Players.
That shit cold, man. The D-beam is cold.
But at the same time, I feel like it's kept electronic music instruments from being in the foreground of music. The singers are in the foreground, but generally synthesis and other electronic music stuff is more of the background, the support for the singer. And you know, when I was growing up, I used to love the guitar players like Eric Clapton or Jimi Hendrix, or Stefan Grappaldi, the violinist, or Django Reinhardt. People who played with such wonderful emotion that the people were transfixed. They would sit there and watch this person who had an extraordinary skill that was a foreground, it was a voice, just like the human voice is. So,
okay, I mean, with all due respect, and that's why I didn't want to just really go in on MPE, because again, I understand his basic concept of what, you know, people would do in terms of, I forgot, like legato stringing, I guess is what it's called, or hammering. That's another thing. And then bending strings when you play the guitar. And he was trying to implement that within, you know, the MIDI world or whatever. And he did a good job. I feel you. I'm okay. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not. When y'all not about to do, y'all ain't about to have me saying shit and then people make me look bad. No, dog.
Bring that to electronic sound.
Said full level and call it a day. Yeah, that's me.
Finger gestures to create something very, very compelling. The
seaboards are nice, but I wouldn't care to have one.
One of the things I really appreciate about the MPC community is that they value human feel. And they weren't always just playing straight 16th tones. They would use the swing settings very carefully and very subtly and use dynamics in the pads very well and very effectively and create some incredible beats for songs. In the same way that the MPC community has valued our humanity in this way, that's what I'm trying to do with this instrument thing that I'm making, is to give people a better...
Hey, yo, I ain't trying to... I know this is going to really... someone's going to hit me up, but somehow, I think in some way, Andy's a little ticked about a question. He's kind of... he got that look, dog. He got that... I'm just playing. He's just up there.
Human interface, a man-machine interface to the sound, so that it captures more of that emotion. And so that's what I'm thinking of these days, and that's what I'm spending most of my time doing, actually. And if you want to learn more, go to Roger Linn Design.
That's right. Plug it.
So, you know, we've spent quite a lot of time together recently, Roger, haven't we? And we've had a lot of discussions about
a lot of discussions,
all of the great things that you've done in the past. But you had the experience to check out, the new MPC. You checked out the.
Oh, you're trying to bring it back to the product.
3. How do you feel when you've seen your creation evolve over 35 years and you see this community that's here today? I pleasure of dedicating my life to this community and to have all of these friends up on the stage here. How does that make you feel as a creator?
It's absolutely wonderful. But I was there earlier. It was people were lining up and wanted to take pictures, and that sort of thank you after thank you is such a wonderful feeling to have and to have that much appreciation. And I made this, as you know, I made back in, I think it was March, a video because you kindly sent me an MPC Live 2. That's right. And I was very surprised about how good it was because I hadn't kept up with the MPCs. And the comments from the MPC community were just, they made me tear up. It was wonderful. They were so kind. There was so much kindness in this group. At any rate, if you haven't seen the video, I got in touch with AKAI because I hadn't really been familiar with the MPCs, and a lot of times some of my customers will say, what do you think of the new MPCs? And I would say, I don't know, I'm off doing something else now, an instrument. And so through some circumstances, I got back in touch with AKAI, and you guys kindly sent me the Live 2, and I started playing with it, and it was just marvelous. This was so much better than what I created in 1988 in a variety of ways, but it still honored the original interface and did both. And it has this wonderful touchscreen. And
he definitely said that during his review. It didn't strike me as disingenuous at all. It just when I saw the review, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Let me click on this and let me react to that immediately because who knows? And it was a nice video. It was very heartfelt, for sure. You can tell it's genuine. People never mind.
And it's got these speakers and this battery built in, so you just never have to plug the thing in. It's really nice. But I was also really taken with the technology. What AKAI's done is so interesting. This is going to get kind of nerdy, but at some point they moved their internal computer to the one based on ARM. It's the same thing Apple did when they went to the M series processors. They also moved to a Linux operating system. This is the same thing, or very similar to what Apple.
And one thing I would definitely wish they would have kind of talked about was what at that time here, because what a lot of people don't know and what people will argue all day, this is why I'm like, bro, like Jermaine, like, do we have to get into the well actually type shit? But the Commodore, the MPC 60 shared the same specs as the Commodore 64 or the Commodore Amiga, wherever you're at, in the world or whatnot. And I always thought as a kid, it's like, damn, so this is basically a computer, but they're, instead of dedicating your stuff to BASIC, it's just dedicating this stuff to, and I don't even know how they programmed it. It might be in BASIC, who knows? But the MPC in general, especially the new ones, it's not just one coding language. It's multiple. Clearly C language, because a lot of the stuff resembles that they use juice, and then you got R language because it has to communicate with different motherboard, the motherboard chips, pad sensors, and Resolve and Rust. All that's what's good for that. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if PHP was used in certain aspects because, I'm not trying to diminish because it is ARM processor, but it resembles a lot of stuff from a Raspberry Pi or Raspberry Pi. So, I'm just curious, like, since, the Commodore Amiga and the original MPC 60 had the exact same specs and in certain ways they had the exact same 80 DAs. What was the coding language? You know what I'm saying? So, someone said Linux? Not PCP. Oh yeah, I did have that was that was my well actually moment, dog. I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. Look. Assembly? Willie 4 Millie, what's up?
In the OS 10, when they went to base their operating system on the Unix operating system. And this gives it so much more power. And
whoa, wait a minute. I think he does say
internal
something.
computer to the one based on ARM. It's the same thing Apple did when they went to the M series processors.
Oh,
They
from
also
Linux base, yeah.
moved to a Linux operating system. This is the same thing, or very similar to what
Yeah,
Apple
basically, yeah.
did back in the
Nerd
OS
shit.
10, when they went to base their operating system on the Unix operating system. And this gives it so much more power, and it's like that allows you to just take off. And I think it's like it's a mature operating system.
So basically, what he's talking about is, because one of the biggest arguments right now, as we get more into the actually nerd shit, a lot of people they're talking about like, oh man, the MPCs are underpowered and they only have 2 gigs, 4 gigs. But then you have to realize to yourself like what it's capable of and what it's doing is beyond what your average desktop laptop computer could do with a Intel processor. And with a custom processor, you're able to dedicate different parts of the system to different and the memory because it's unified. You're able to get more optimization out of your OS, right? And just not to get too nerdy, it's very important that's one of the brilliance of, let's see, if you got like any of the new MacBooks, bro, like they roll like a mug. Like I'm trying to get at least 2 more bands so I can go ahead and just get another MacBook. So I can have, and I'm talking about like the MacBook with the special ARM processor or the Apple, I forgot, you know what I'm saying, Apple Silicon, but it's an ARM processor. so I can maximize shit. Cause my MacBook Air M1 in the living room, bro, dog, how the hell I can get 4K on that shit? I can edit 4K video, export 4K video, but on my this Lenovo shit, dog, I could barely run this damn stream. It's crazy. The M3, yeah, I'm probably definitely an M3. Shit, I get an M2, bro. I'm just saying, I'm just tired of this garbage that I got. I'm probably going to end up getting a little mini joint.
And it gives it so much potential.
According to my calculations.
I was going to load down that MPC Live 2 with a lot of tracks and a lot of plugins going on and stuff, and it wouldn't even break a sweat. And it was just marvelous because I would have killed for this in 1988. And so it was, I gotta say, it's just, I take it as a very kind compliment that Akai has taken something that I made that was very elementary and moved it up to such a special place.
I mean, it's time and technology, bro.
Your workflow's the blueprint of everything, and as we migrated,
because who knows if he really would have been with the company, and as technology has progressed or continuously progressed. Because if you know, you know what. Never mind, I'm not gonna go there because I know that's gonna cause a problem. But if he would have been able to move on, they went into the ARMS processor. Who knows what kind of extra ideas would have came? But then again, you know, how would the history of the MPC been? You know, I don't know. Things happen for a reason. But yeah, big shout out to Sarah. She's the one that supplied the footage, man. I really do appreciate that she supplied the footage on her channel, and I hope this shit blow up. I'm just over here stealing views. I'm stealing views and just watching, you know, with the gang, because, you know, this is all interesting type stuff. I definitely wanted to go, bro. I would have loved to have a photo op with Roger Linn. You know, out of all the people on the panel, you know, nothing wrong with Jermaine Dupri. Got much love for him. I respect everything that he's done in hip hop and R&B. I'm not going to ever take away from him. You know, I understand he has his actually moments. Big shout out to Brian Michael Cox. Of course, I fucks with him already. You know what I'm saying? And he's already fucking with my nephew on this music shit. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Jam will love to kick it with Jimmy Jam. Just Blaze. Nigga, you will never ever be better than me in any game ever, nigga. You already know what it is. So if you got smoke, you got to bring the smoke to Marvel Rivals, my G. And I promise you, my Black Panther will smoke on anything that you got. And I know if you got a BP in them on Marvel Rivals, it ain't shit compared to my BP. You feel me? My Black Panther go hard. Wakanda forever, nigga. But yeah, this is some really good shit though. It was a really good panel. Truth be told, I like that it had a little bit of you know, bumpiness. You know, you gotta have like if it ain't, you know, if it ain't for a little bit of spice, man, it ain't gonna be a good panel. Truth be told, I know, and that's why I'm glad that Just Blaze was up there, cause I knew he was gonna say some shit. You know, he didn't get into the old bag of you feel. He got to it a little bit. You know, Jermaine Dupri brought his little spicy shit in there. Brian Michael Cox was quiet as some bitch, but that's Brian Michael Cox in a nutshell. Brian Michael Cox is just more of a chill type person, man. He's like, man, let's get to this music. That's what he about, for real. Jimmy Jam, man, really dope stuff from Jimmy Jam, man. I learned a lot from Jimmy Jam about, you know, drum processing and stuff like that. There's things that I did know, but there's things that, shit, he just added on, and that's what you really want from your mentors, elders, and stuff like that. You want them to put you on the game that nobody else could put you on to. You know what I mean? So you can have the clear-cut advantage, and it's all about creativity, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people overthink this creativity shit. Like they really think it's supposed to be a hypotenuse, like a hypotenuse and there's hypotenuse to the rudiments. Shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? And it's really just, are we in here? What we got? What equipment is available? I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Does this shit bop? Oh, it bops. Cool. We with it. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to take it from there. That's it. You know, that's just what music is about across the board. It don't matter what genre, but especially in anything that's electronic music driven, like hip hop, R&B, house, you know what I'm saying? You're just going to see what happens. That's what we're going to be with that. Say college level dissertation, head ass niggas. So what is compression actually? So what compression, you have the threshold, and see the reason why the threshold could be down at a quarter of the value between, and then really be having shit flying across the screen. And then people be like, oh man, I learned so much. I'm like, nigga, no you didn't. You just was entertained by all the shit that was on the screen, nigga. You go open up your Ableton Live and still be ass. That nigga didn't teach you shit. You still gonna be ass at this shit, bro. Just saying. Yeah, meanwhile, I could take you to the trap and your ass gonna be better than you were yesterday. Straight up. Oh God. Oh God, you gonna have your own bop and everything. And it's gonna be like, yeah, just do this. Just do this. Yeah, just do that. All right. Yeah. That shit bop. Might even get a show in there. Shit. Woo. Man, that was some really good shit, man. People been dropping some good content, man. I don't know. Bro, I just hope I can get a damn editor or something, man. I just got to work my ass off, you feel me? But, man, what's on my mic, man? My mic be doing too much. Oh, I thought this shit said Anthony Fantano. I'm like, what the fuck? What you doing in here? You just feel like getting in the roaster, Anthony? I'm just saying. So that Kai and I, Roger Linn, are coming out with a new MPC, next MPC 2026. DJ Bay, you just talk, 100,000th of a second attack release at 0.5 ratio of a third of, and then you'll have the exact sound in Prince Purple Rain, you know? Like, nigga, no, he just used a Linn drum, bro. Like, that's it. Like, he used a Linn drum, and then he's a talented musician, too. You know? That's it. That's it. Like, grand opening, grand closing. That's all. No. Well, actually, when you wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, it's known that the pineal gland opens up halfway, which creates a radar signal. Yo, man, you doing too much, dog. It really wasn't that deep. Niggas just love to make music, bro. We just wake up, we do this shit, and that's it, bro. Like, that's it. Well, appreciate the theory video, though. You know, you feel me? You did a good job, sir. You did a good job. The ratio develops the condensation that thickens the sound. No, it's just, man, you can't tell me y'all don't be bugged out watching some of these folks' videos, man. Like, they just be like on some different shit. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, come on, dog. Like, y'all niggas really clicked on this shit 500,000 times, and y'all really think this is Bible thump? Like, come on, bro. Y'all make this shit too easy. Like, they make it really easy, bro. Like, all right, let me just get focused and lock in, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things I liked about it. Like, and big shout out to the Alchemist too, man. If it wasn't for the Alchemist cosign, I don't think my video would have did as well. But the fact that he was like, yeah, man, like, what did that nigga say? Like, what is he talking about? I appreciate your video, Af. Like, you're welcome, my guy. You're welcome. He tuned the frequency 1700 hertz, and that's why the sample, like, nigga, what's the sample, dog? No, when you play it on the piano at 800 hertz, it sounds like it's creeping through the shadows of the depths. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? I haven't watched the Navi D video, but I can almost guarantee you, like, it's just like, what? Like, huh? Okay. Well, more power to him. He's rocking, though. Now, there's other people that Navi D's videos work for him because, you know, FL Studio users want to make beats. They want to make boom bap beats. And, you know, if they want to make boom bap beats like that, then it works. But I'm talking about people that just don't have no business talking about hip hop whatsoever. Never have, but they just find their way into the opportunity. You feel me? And then they just wake up and just come up with shit. Like, damn, dog. And then come to other people's videos come to other people's videos to steal their shit. I mean, MG will tell you. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not lying. They'll come to your videos and steal your shit, then come back with it, then tell you, and then basically come into your comment section and tell you you're wrong. Like, man, come on, dog. Like there's no seasoning on your video. Like, there's no seasoning. Goddamn. What's up? Ooh. What is your Zaxby? And nigga, I'm over here with Church's Chicken, and your ass is over there with Zaxby's. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? Not even Bojangles though. Not even Bojangles though. Carl Jr. Like, not even Carl Jr. Just fucking Zaxby. Ew. It should be like nigga over here with Zaxby's.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
What's that, brother? Ew. Oh, man. Yo, Zaxby's ass hip hop documentary and tutorial. Y'all niggas, oh shit. Oh, not even Chick-fil-A, dog. Not even Chick-fil-A. Fucking Zaxby's. I hate y'all niggas, dog. This is why I get in trouble, dog. This is why I get in trouble. I'm just saying, dog. Every time I get popping back on it, somebody gets upset. And someone gets upset because they know their shit is very unseasoned, very plain, and very corny. And then they get mad at the real ones, and then they want to send their little subliminals and their little bitch ass niggas and get into our comment section. Well, I ain't gonna be in the comment section when I make my tutorials. I don't give a fuck. Shit, I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let it rock. Shit. I'm gonna let it rock. Who ate the brownies? Oh, you talking about me? Nah, I ain't. Damn. Shit, you just reminded me, dog. Man, that ain't even hit me back, dog. I'm mad at that. I'm mad at that, dog. You know how hard I work selling my damn gear on eBay just to get just to have a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of something. I'm just saying, dog. Don't be smoking on my ASR is gone, and I'll be in here with the big. Never mind. Let me stop. All right, let me stop, dog. I got ops for real. I got ops for real. These niggas, they really be hating though. But yeah, man, there's some really dope content, man. Bolo's video on the software, that was dope. Altruwest shit. I always say his name wrong because I can't talk worth a damn. His video was dope. Sarah's videos was dope, man. I think it was a great ass Thursday onto a Friday, bro, for real. I love it. I love it, man. But anyways, I'm about to slide because, you know, I'm going to wake up. You know, I'm going to do my little jailhouse routine workout at the gym. And then I got to get started, or actually, not started, but finished on editing this long ass Masterclass 3.0 for the Key 37. So, yeah, everybody will have it. You know, if you already have the 37 Masterclass or whatever, you know, I just update it. You know, I don't be giving a damn. You know, I just appreciate anybody that just support whatever we doing. You know what I'm saying? And y'all have. So the X, that's gonna be a cakewalk because I get to finally see the damn Arranger at its full size. So yeah, man, it's gonna be good, man. Y'all have a blessed night. We out. Shit, we out this bitch.